Oh, there's
Hello,
Matt.
everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody, to night 37 of the
Game plays.
Moon Chronicles. I thank
Oh,
you all so
right.
much
We changed the name.
for joining in tonight for another fantastic episode of what we have in store. Who knows? But I know that you're going to see some fighting pretty soon. The last we saw our heroes, they were figuring out what exactly that Granny Nightshade had within the strange house that she lived in, going into her room that they found her body floating in a stasis in. They tried to go and interact with the body and found it to be
An
but a flat
illusion.
illusion of sorts, falling down almost like a backdrop would on a stage play. They
Right
find a
up the
box,
stage.
a lone box, and as they open the box, it transports them into some kind of memory. Whose memory? Their own, it would seem. A memory from the Witchlight Carnival, which a lot of interesting answers were finally given to our characters. If you missed that stream, please click the link right here. Go and watch those episodes. You have a ton of fantastic content to binge through.
If you're
As
here for the
Days.
lore,
Weeks,
Yes.
even.
So much lore. And as they went out of the room after getting out of that memory, Granny Nightshade, Scabatha Nightshade, was in front of them, having captured Little Red Riding Hood. Our friends proceeded to try and evade her as she carried them aloft, trying to show her barn where she makes her dolls. As who was it that cast freedom of movement? Was that Mick? Mick cast freedom of movement on Moxie, allowing her to help get our heroes out of this situation, while Kai, as soon as they got outside, vine whip like a Bulbasaur over onto a tree, swinging our characters away from Granny Nightshade. And Morgall had had enough of this with her antagonizing them, and also just getting out with those feelings from the memory that they were in. Morgall had had enough, summoning eldritch energy coursing through his veins, put our characters into a fight with Granny Nightshade. After tussling about, and Kai turning to, the size of a
Mouse.
what would
borrower.
you say, like teeny mouse, being
I
butt
became a
naked,
borrower, basically.
being butt naked on the battlefield,
Meh.
leaving all of his gear behind. Leon transforms him into the giant gorilla that he is so fond of.
Someone
And-
scoop that up for me, by the way, please.
Here.
Moxie has summoned some kind of devil to take place in the fight, a fiend, as it were. Tralia tried to summon two creatures to help with the fight, a vine monster and a chimera. However, Granny Nightshade decided to transform those into one of her other playthings, separating them between planes of existence, placing them back where they were, and bringing her two toys that she had been working on for quite some time. A massive woolly mammoth and a large pterodactyl that our heroes had been hearing too much about for the last few episodes. And of course, those same puppets, those dolls that they had fought within the tomb are back, dripping with flesh. Our heroes gaze upon what looks to be a familiar face that came out of the house. Their old friend Draxus.
Head's about to roll, baby.
Draxus coming out with stitches all across himself. Granny Nightshade talking about how it's her new plaything. As Draxus apologizes to our friends for what he's about to do, he takes some of his blood and puts it on his blade as it begins to glow. As he gets smacked in the face by Little Red that popped out of the house.
Oh god.
as she tries to read some kind of eldritch artifact that she had in her hand, crushing it. Nothing happened. But she gazes
Yet.
upon Granny Nightshade as she said that she was done with it. And she begins to howl to the sky as she transforms herself into a very wolf-like form.
Little
Our
red
friends are in a precarious situation. A very powerful witch aloft, floating in the sky, while her evil machinations are on the ground. What will happen tonight? That
Stay tuned to find out.
is where we begin tonight's adventure
Next time.
on Dragon Ball
Oh,
Z.
Next
Dragon
time
Ball
on the
Z,
Crimson
the show.
Moon Chronicles.
Dragon Ball Z, the show with 13 minutes of recap, 5 minutes of action, and another 13 minutes of next time.
And half of it is literally Chris Sabat talking to himself.
Or
Anyways,
or
yeah.
screaming.
So,
So,
Well,
on the
Guys,
battlefield, you all now see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the dolls that are shambling over towards you, bits of flesh that seem to be falling from where their eye ducts are, and inside of their mouths it's just falling out. As you see the two gargantuan dolls before you, a massive pterodactyl that has spread its wings. You see stitches that run through it and holes that are torn through it. As it bends down, you can see chunks that were taken out. You can even see an axe that is embedded into its mouth that you can tell was one of the weapons from your troll friends. You recognize the axe that is placed directly right in the mouth of this creature. As you see the woolly mammoth start shambling towards you, each footstep that it takes shaking the ground around you. It breaks the trees that are around it with just a whip of its tusks. As you see its eyes just starting to separate themselves and almost rolling back into its head.
well, that's attractive.
Skabatha sits aloft as she oh, I can see that you are going to have your hands full with this. I'm so glad that we could spend this time together. Please, children, you can feast. Be sure to save some of their body parts. I might like to use them later.
Oh boy. Does she ever stop talking? Just for
you've got a
So-
point.
Did she stop?
Right off the bat, you know what I see, Moxie? A lovely cone.
Oh, by the way, I should probably figure out how to
Do we reroll
appropriately.
initiative, by the way? I'm
Oh yeah,
trying to-
initiative. It's the same turn order as it was.
We haven't left
Last
battle
time.
yet.
Yeah,
I
we're
was
still in
just asking
combat.
because I didn't
Yeah,
know
we
if
were.
Still in
I
combat.
put away all that.
You're still in combat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Still in
Oh,
the
I
same
didn't know if
combat.
Justin still had his
Yeah, I still got it.
roles of where everything was.
Here.
Ah, she's up high floating. But
The
yes,
highfalutin granny.
high fluting. Which is
Yes.
funny because that kind of looks like. Never mind. So what I was trying to point out was from your position on the field, I see a lovely cone of enemies. Moxie.
Yes, indeed.
Take your time to figure out what y'all are gonna do.
I
We're
want to
at
jump.
range.
Whoop, that got loud and weird.
Whoa.
A little bit.
I presume
I,
something slid.
So we have the magic cone that will fix rocking horse. Do we use that? Do we go ahead and do that?
I mean,
We
if you
need
hand it
to.
to me, I could jump up there.
Or you could throw me. I don't much fancy facing Draxus.
If you
Leave the
ready
dead
it,
men to fight.
if you ready the
She's
action,
been
I can
holding
throw
it.
you.
She's been holding it, so action readied.
Well, I'm all right with it. I think
what do
that's
we
our
do
best
about-
option.
What do we do about Draxus?
Let's take care of
Honestly,
Unicorn first, and then we'll fly by the seat of our trousers as we always do, and we will figure it out.
We should probably try to eliminate as many ankle biters as we can
That's true.
before they chew off our ankles.
I
Hey.
will subsequently redirect the fiend to start taking care of the puppets, the dolls, the undead things.
Okay.
I will redirect the fiend. Slaughter
So-
the toys, just not the drow, and not the
So-
horse.
Who's starting this? Where are we in turn order?
yeah.
We were back up at the top of the round.
I
that's me.
do not recall what it was. You're the one who had the list.
Mick.
Okay.
I am going to hold action, both of my actions.
Okay. Kai.
I'm gonna scoop up Moxie and throw her at the rocking horse. Yeet! And for that
Okay,
throw,
she's roughly floating about 35 feet in the air right now.
I am giant ape with a range of rock throw, 50 to 100 feet.
Down. Be a little short.
I thought he said she was about 30 feet in the air.
35,
No.
Yeah.
which is still within range.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still within range. Never mind.
So, to hit, we got a 13 plus 9, 22.
That hits.
All right. Moxie, go long!
Involuntary shriek of surprise.
I use the stats from the rock throw, but I don't
Look,
think it can
Mommy,
count as
it's a
damage.
flying tiefling.
As Moxie flies through the air, you see Kai scoop her up on the battlefield as he chucks her right into the sky, right toward the horse. She's readying herself, ready to grab on as she boom, bonks right off of the horse and falls to the ground, taking...
I'm going to cast as a reaction Feather Fall.
Okay. You see Moxie as she...
You no longer just take fall damage from it. You're still falling relatively fast. It's just no
So
longer
you all
a
see
hard
this
collision.
speeding bullet of a Moxie as it goes bing. You hear
Oh.
Scabatha say, "Ah, you're trying to hurt Sugar Lump, are you?
No.
This
My-
is not going to happen. Sugar Lump and me, we are good friends."
Well, shit. Can
Well,
I see? What happened because of that fall?
Huh?
Oh, you are almost right in front of Draxus now.
Shit.
As you have fallen,
well, for my second action, I want to grab that little Triceratops right there next to me
okay.
and hurl it. That is 7 plus 9, 16.
Yeah, that hits the Triceratops.
No, I was wanting to pick it up and throw it.
All right. Let's
It's
see.
in reach. It's smaller than my hands.
Oh, so it stabs your hand as you try to reach for it.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay.
You take just a measly 10 damage from that.
Well-
Amazing damage, he says, as if it were peanuts.
I am a giant ape.
According to him being a giant ape, yeah, that's like
Yeah.
a pinprick.
Ow.
Well, that was a waste of a turn.
I
The
got
Triceratops is very angry now as it looks towards you. And it's a very funny scene. You see this massive ape and this comparatively small Triceratops doll that's just one eye kind of veering off to the right as it keeps trying to adjust its vision, and it can't seem to focus quite in on Kai. You all hear two voices going off in the distance as they say,
it.
"Sister, might we
They
have
come.
a word with you?"
Oh, they don't think you can handle this yourself?
Clearly
Don't
not.
you hear
Well,
that?
That you hear the familiar voice of that was Bavlorna Brightstraw. As
Oh,
you then
dear.
hear the whispering voice that almost makes your hair stand on the back of your neck as you hear, "Sisters, I believe we have much to discuss. The Crimson children need to be taken care of properly.
Dear. Not good.
Tabitha, meet us at the palace."
You guys really don't trust each other, do you?
Apparently
Yeah.
not.
We're right
Honor
here.
among thieves.
You see Scabatha as she looks down at you all.
Wait. Oh.
Enjoy your nice reunion with your friend. Puka, Shawnee, please dismember them nicely for me when I return.
Cowardly piece of shit.
As you see her
In a cloud of fart.
Hmm.
That's what that
it's
green
not
looked like.
a fart cloud.
What else is it?
I'm not going to tell you because spoilers.
Fart cloud got it.
Oh,
It's
Fart
a fart
cloud.
cloud.
Until I am sold otherwise, it's a fart cloud.
guys,
It's the major.
I'm
This
gonna
is
call
definitely
in some reinforcement here.
You
Yeah, I
all
thought you
hear
already were doing
Draxus
that.
say, "Why? Why did you leave me?"
We didn't leave you, you numbskull. You got turned into a puppet and stolen.
The last thing I remember, I was eating a churro.
Yes. We were all standing there with you when you were eating that churro. And then suddenly you went, uh-oh, and you turned into a little wooden doll, and then you went poof.
Yeah, there wasn't
That
a
is
whole
exactly
lot
what
of
happened.
our choice in the matter.
yeah.
In fact, we were carrying you around for a while.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Someone fucked with your head, honey.
I'll make quick work of this. As you see Draxus vanish for a moment, as he's right behind Miknik and Perry.
Oh no, you don't.
That is a 17 to hit.
Do I have a chance to use my held action against it?
You do?
Okay, well then I'm going to use Shield of Faith on myself and get a +2 to my AC, which means that misses.
You see him stab Perry right in the side. As you see this red energy start flowing through the wound that it's made, as you hear Perry,
Mick, I don't know what this magic is, but it's not normal.
Blood magic.
Oh dear. This is going to be fun.
as he takes 14 damage. You see Draxus take the bloodied sword as it glows red and fades. You see
Yeah,
Little Red
look.
look over and say,
Well, if we're going to do this, we might as well have fun, right? Get to it, guys. They're not gonna kill themselves.
as she...
Fair point.
Ooh! She crits. As you see
boy.
Little Red
Not so
jump
little red.
right onto the beak of the pterodactyl as you see her just ripping
Brutal.
into it. As you
She,
see it,
she's destroying.
as it throws her off as she slams into the house, taking 11 damage.
Oof.
The creature, you see bits of flesh that's pouring out of the wound that she just made on its nostril. Morgal, 'tis your turn.
Alrighty, let's take a look here.
You're right here.
Yeah. Just mostly. Which means that most of my targets are going to be little guys, so yes, I'm going to fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts, one at Triceratops and one at whatever the fuck the green one is over there.
I'm
green
going to
one?
go ahead.
It's Yoshi.
It looks like a tiny Tyrannosaurus Rex. You want to
It's
see
Yoshi. It's itty bitty Yoshi.
Yeah, gonna
Oh
fire
my
at
God,
that.
it's adorable.
Oh, it's like a Tyranitar.
It's about to be very dead, hopefully.
It's a Tyrunt.
Alright.
Meanwhile, I call out to Draxus. Draxus, we're sworn to protect you. Don't do this.
So that's 2 19s on die. I'm liking this one already for tonight. So 24 on both.
That definitely hits.
Alright, give me a moment.
Eat.
I use my other held action to cure wounds at 2nd level, and I cure.
Harry.
There we go.
Yeah, parry. 19 points.
You see Perry as the wound starts to try to close. You see it's not closing fully, as it's part of it staying there. And you see it pulsing that red glow. But you see Perry say,
That feels much better. However, it still hurts quite a great deal.
Going to continue to,
could be
unfortunately,
causing
for a bit.
2 to the Triceratops, 7 to the T-Rex.
As the
As
battle
you see it-
continues,
you see the horns with the green energy that builds up around Morgal's hands as he... You see 2 green beams, one that flies right across the Triceratops's, right across its top head where the horns are, as you see 2 of the horns fly off, as you see part of its exposed innards, as it kind of sloughs part of its face over, as these flesh bits start hanging out, as it tries to come over towards you. And you said that the other blast, how much was it?
7.
Okay. As it slams into that Rex, as it's missing part of its left side. You see one of its tiny arms that flies off and smacks against a tree. As its jaw descends, you hear, "Stop that! You're hurting me."
Oh, give it a rest!
All right. Is that it for you, my friend?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I was also did not mean to interrupt Mick during the middle of their thing. I just wanted to give you the joke.
Sure.
that's fine.
Yeah.
17 medicine check to figure out what's going on with Perry, and This is while the battle's continuing. Also consult Thortoin.
You can tell that this is some sort of blood magic that is being used. But it's imbued with something else.
Chaos magic.
You hear, what are you wanting to say to Lortoin?
If he's ever seen any of this, if he can help me figure out how to cure Perry of it.
The only time that I've seen blood magic being used, it did not end well.
I was
It
afraid of that.
continues to siphon and heal the one that is using it. Notice when his blades start to glow red. That means that he is about to not only use it, but each time that you see Perry's wound begin to glow and the swords glow, that is healing him.
And taking health from
Correct.
Perry. Sick bastard.
This
that
is no
remembers
longer
Earth.
the Draxus that you all once knew. There might be a sliver of him that could possibly be remaining. But you're going to have to figure that out. But the only way that I've seen blood magic dispelled is by killing the one that cast it.
Well,
Moxie,
mm,
I know it's hard.
well, first we gotta get the Zethros dagger away from him.
But Draxus wouldn't do that kind of thing.
No, he wouldn't. And I'm not saying that he would. I'm simply saying we need his dagger. So,
A mind-controlled Draxus certainly would.
not to mention Zethros might knock some sense into him. We might be able to fix that. If
Oh.
we can get hold of him. This is a very charged area after all. We might be able to
You
manage.
all see the Fiend. It's the Fiend's turn. You all see, there's going to be a couple of things that's happening. There's a lot of creatures on the battlefield. I'm going to have to do some shit because they're scattered
lot of
throughout your
NPCs.
turn order. However, some of them got clumped. So,
This is what we call rolling in groups, my friend.
all right.
Let's see what my little fiend
First thing.
has to do.
So,
My
you all
little
see the Fiend
fiendy.
as it takes both of its blades and it says,
Okay. Let's get this over with quickly.
Ooh,
I
are we gonna
a
have flayed
nice
meats?
feast to attend to.
With duplex of all people. Yes.
I don't want to start naming famous figures I may or may not be dining with.
as it
Coffee.
flies and it jumps over Scabatha's house as it takes both of its blades right down into some of the creatures that are over on this side as it slams down its blades as it cuts through a few of them. Jesus Christ, okay. You see one of its blades slice directly through the neck of the ox as it Mummy? As it sloughs onto the ground as it falls. Bleh. As it goes over to this egg-looking doll.
Yeah.
It goes
Execute.
over as you see this one singular eye looking from it as the fiend takes its sword and slams directly into the eyeball. It takes... Woo!
Like rolling good.
It takes 18 as it goes... As the egg cracks, as you see not only what looks like yolk that's mixed with blood, but you see fleshy bits that start kind of sloughing out onto the ground. As it turns around and it says,
Okay. Somebody else pick up the slack. I'm rolling over here.
Ha ha!
as
Yes,
you
indeed.
see the giant mammoth's gaze over to where you all are, as you hear it's, I can't do a mammoth roar, so
That's more or less it.
as you hear that, you see it start smashing through as it runs over some of them and is heading directly toward Kai, as it takes one of its tusks and tries to slam it directly into your side. 19?
Why is my AC so high? Oh, that was temporary because I was shrunk. Nah, it hits.
She's not asleep.
As you see this tusk directly into your left side as it goes in and almost begins to pick you up with its strength. As you're meeting its gaze, one of its eyes starts to drift off. As you take 24 damage,
Oof.
and you are bleeding right now.
Bleeding. I am
However,
not seeing that.
What's
What?
the condition basically that means that you're going to take damage over time?
Well, I know
Yeah.
that's what it means. I'm not seeing it in the list of conditions.
It's because it doesn't do like a stat thing aside.
Hmm.
It's usually just bleed damage, which just gives that damage over time thing. It doesn't have a straight out stat page thing, weirdly enough.
Okay.
it does not. I'll let you know.
Mhm.
But as it was charging through, it actually stomped on a few different creatures on its way over here.
Triple
So
damage.
that little mouse, it ain't there no more.
The
as
mice,
you
From the
see
bottom of it?
they don't fare
one of
well.
its, you see one of the mammoth's feet slam down as you just see flesh, almost like a bug that was squashed under your boot.
Remind me again how elephants ended up afraid of mice.
Yeah, for real.
Uh,
All right, guys.
Well, over table, I don't think they're afraid of mice. I think they're considerate of life.
The saber-toothed tiger is going to move closer to the fiend and attack. It misses. As you see the saber-tooth start to leap over toward the fiend, you see the fiend kind of just dodge out of the way as it slams into a tree, and it takes a decent amount of damage as it tries to slam its shoulder back into place with its large fangs. You see it and then just start death staring at that fiend. Blah, 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 blah. This one is going to try and cross the lake or the river mainly, and it does. That's a crit as it goes right over toward Morgal. It's trying to get its revenge. However, it is missing half of its body. So we'll see how that goes.
Definitely
The massive that ain't gonna do anything. So the lion's just gonna move back over toward the house, and he's gonna hold action there. Trollia's turn. As you all see Trollia, she is literally right beside Draxus. As she looks over at Draxus, and then she says, I am truly sorry for what you're going through and for what you did go through. But I can't let you hurt our friends. So I'm really sorry about what I'm gonna do. As you see her take the seed as it starts to go up. This is that same spell that you saw her use with Mama Yaga in the space when you were fighting Tasha. As she blows it right over to Draxus as it hits him, and he looks over in confusion. It activates. You see, as you see bits of his skin start bubbling as vines whip out and as they wrap around him. You see Draxus kind of just sitting there for a moment, trying to get out. He is only held for a very limited amount of time. So, Leon, it's your go.
Okay, Leon's go. We are going to. What can you see target-wise?
Target-wise, you have the giant mammoth right in front of you. You have a triceratops that is to your left. And then you also have this other triceratops that is right here. And you're still within line of sight of this Tyrannosaurus Rex-ish looking creature.
Blob of thing.
Is he? Is he that little guy next to my left foot?
Right
This
foot.
one? Or are you talking about Leon? He's right
Yeah.
here.
Okay, cool.
Do not stomp the Leon. Do not curb stomp the Leon.
I don't think I
Please
have
don't.
that ability, but I would love to stomp one of the other things.
I'm going to cast Acid Ray, basically Scorching Ray, but with acid damage.
Okay.
And 2 bolts are going to the Triceratops to the left, and 1's going to the one next to Morgul.
The Triceratops or the T-Rex?
1 for the T-Rex, or the one near Morgul, that's a dino, and the one on the left, that's a Triceratops.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, that's 20 to hit for the first one on the Triceratops. The
Yeah,
T-Rex.
buddy.
Yup.
Yup.
Okay. 19 and 13 to hit for the Triceratops.
Still hits.
Okay.
Roll thy damage.
3 damage for the T-Rex. And 14 damage for the Triceratops.
All of these that you hit with that, you said that it is what kind of damage?
Acid
Acid.
damage.
They take double damage.
Oh.
Woo!
Do I have anything that does acid damage? I don't think I do.
I don't.
Guys, I think we found a weakness!
The shame, it's one we can't explore.
Yeah.
None of you have anything acid.
No.
Stupid. I'm running out
Well,
of spell slots very
Technically,
quickly.
Eldritch Blast is force damage.
There is a chance that some of the armor that we got for being Knights of the Summer Court can do that, and we're just not aware of it?
I mean, I've been using my armor pretty frequently to see if it changes over time. I wonder if I'm going to have poison spikes for armor.
I'm kind of wondering if I could
Or
make the
acid.
vines put out
Way.
thorns that have a toxin or whatever, but, it's currently in a pile on the ground over there, dangerously close to the mammoth's foot.
I'm going to go and move over to Kai's stuff and try and scoop it up into
Okay.
the bag.
Oh, by the way, those
Preach.
ones that you hit with the rays,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
as you see them, as you start seeing the acid eat away at the layer of skin, you see the stitches that start unraveling as they start disintegrating. As they just open up as a pile of flesh, you see hands and feet that are within this pile just writhing on the ground.
Well
You are
done.
going to go and pick up Kai's stuff, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it from being crushed by said mammoth.
Okie dokie. Well, the mammoth is very close to it. Let me actually put a little spot.
A little pile of my gear.
That's where his gear is.
You're
Are you
going
going to pick it up?
provoke.
I will try to.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
A D20, sure. Do I add
And
dexterity?
We're doing an athletics check for this.
Okay, in athletics.
Since
That
the
is eight.
mammoth is starting to come, like, hurtling, since it was hurtling toward Kai, it's still sitting there, kind of moving its feet around. So you're going to have to, you're going to
You're
have
not
to
gonna like
Olympics
this
your
answer,
way
but
through
I got
this.
10.
Huh?
I got a 10.
As you all see Leon start sliding on the ground, trying to look as cool as he can, he goes over, sliding on the ground, tries to pick up Kai's stuff as the mammoth's foot slams right down on
No.
your legs. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
How much?
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good either. I need to
Oh,
check
no.
something.
Did
Am I gonna
Leon
be
just
crippled?
die?
No, but that's
Maybe crippled.
42 force damage.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
technically... If
Oh, that.
Is that a critical injury?
That is a critical injury, yes.
Okay, what do I need to roll for that? It's been a long time since I even looked at that.
Oh no.
That's a great question. I haven't used critical injuries in a while.
I didn't know that was a thing.
If you go and roll almost double half of your... There's just a certain amount of damage you take, and if it's close to half your health point pool, then you get a critical injury. It's something like that, if I remember right.
Hang on. Let me figure this out. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm finding a lot of critical injury tables, but I'm not finding anything about an actual critical injury.
So it would be a major wound. You have a disadvantage to strength-based check saves and attacks. DC 15 strength save at the end of each round to end the effect. However, you are considered knocked out right now from the pain.
Ah.
That means he is no longer Giant Monkey then.
Yep, concentration would drop.
I
Oh,
am not
no.
monkey.
You are now naked, but normal sized.
Am I normal sized?
You
That's
are
the question.
normal-sized now, yes.
Okay,
But you
cool.
are very nude.
I don't care.
I mean, you hear something you're not accustomed to hearing, which is looking good. Looking good.
Too distracted to notice.
Okay.
Also, too monk to notice.
Oh, well, you are not. Pran. Moxie, 'tis your go.
I'm right next to him.
Yes, you are.
You're lucky this time, Leon. I will cast Cure Wounds at 4th level. Just reach over and just smack. Hey,
Slap.
wake up.
Wake up.
It's, well, yeah, it's just grab by the collar and
I mean, I was gonna use my healing rose, but okay, that works too.
that's 4d8 plus 5. Let me go ahead and
I call
that
from
rolling.
across the battlefield, however far that is.
Reminds me of the Paladad.
that's 16 damage healed.
Paladad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
it's like a firm little
tell
schmack
you later.
and wake up.
As you do that,
I get stomped.
actually, roll to see if you do.
Let's hope not. Oh fuck.
It's
That's
athletics.
well, that's thankfully not terrible. That's a 13.
Well, still get stomped.
You still have your rebuke.
Yes, I do.
You do have Hellish Rebuke, so
Yes, and I will
let's
use that.
see.
Oh, I will also use my armor to
21.
mitigate 1d10 of damage.
Okay. So that's 35 damage coming your way.
Now you roll a
Minus
d10 to see
8,
how much.
which is 27 total damage that I take, which is not half my...
However, when I was rolling for critical injuries, it did not happen. So
Oh, good.
that did not happen. However, the mammoth is actually going to do something. As you see it rear up and its tusk goes in the air, you see it calling out. As you see the other dolls that are around, their gaze just locks onto everybody. As it looks over towards the pterodactyl lets out this immense shriek. As it lets out this shriek, I need everybody to roll. Oh! Net 20! I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh,
Am
no.
I still unconscious?
26.
You are unconscious.
So I
and
automatically
actually-
fail then.
Yeah, you do.
All right, that's gonna be the one nat 20 that probably won't matter. 21 total.
Y'all might be in some
Oh.
serious trouble. Moxie just got a 4.
10.
Oh no.
Kai, what'd you roll?
26.
Damn,
20.
son.
Damn, boy!
19 plus insight bonus.
You all
It's
see
Actually, if that's the case, that was a 6. But
You
that's
all
still
see-
not much better.
Leon as he up on the ground. You see his legs snap back into place as they twist backwards, and he starts walking backwards. And you see Moxie as she starts walking over toward Draxus,
Shit.
and so does Leon.
That's a problem.
Blah blah blah. Mick, you feel compelled to go over toward the giant pterodactyl. So expending all of your movement. And what is your movement speed?
25.
Bloop. Morgal and Kai, you both kind of look over at each other as you're noticing that your compatriots are not acting in the same way that they normally would. As Tralia looks over to you all, very worrisome, you see Moxie and Leon begin to undo the vines that Tralia did to Draxus.
Can I still use my Hellish Rebuke?
The Hellish Rebuke would have activated as soon as you taken the damage.
Yeah.
So roll the Hellish Rebuke damage, please.
Alright, that would be 4d10 because I'm using it at 3rd level. Oh, please be good. Oh, shit, son, that's 28 damage.
Very good. We're also going to count that as double damage.
So that's a total of 56 damage.
Fire.
As you see a flame that spirals directly at the side of the mammoth's face, you see it completely char away half of it as you see a skeletal structure underneath it that vaguely resembles that of a mammoth skull, but you see bits of what look like human skull that are just weaved into it as well. You see what look like jawbones that are just sewn in around where its connective tissue is. As you see Draxus. Well, that was mildly infuriating. Time for more fun. I'm sorry. As he rushes over at Moxie and Leon. That is 16 to hit.
Hits me.
Well,
My AC is actually, yeah, it hits, but I'm still going to use my armor a second time to try and mitigate
Okay.
damage. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that d10 to see how much damage I end up mitigating. Oh, full 10.
Okay.
No damage.
still
That's
unconscious, but
I
It would still
didn't
hit.
say that it was 16 damage. I said 16 to hit. I didn't roll damage yet.
Does it hit your AC or not?
it hits mine. I was
Okay.
waiting for you.
Oh no, I already said mine.
As you see, he takes both of his blades as he rams them directly into your sternums. I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, I'll have your head on a spike soon enough.
No.
Wouldn't be the last time that I've seen that happen. 27 damage.
Well, I
Well,
take
that's
17.
dangerous. Let's see here. That means I'm at 9 hit points.
Oh, shit.
We may be losing Leon.
That's not good.
Well, I know what Kai's doing this turn.
McNeek, you are still compelled to go over toward the giant pterodactyl.
Can I fight it with another wisdom check?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did we already loop?
We did.
Mm-hmm.
That's because most of the critters are dead.
Okay,
Well,
I
no, what I'm
bless
saying is
myself.
I haven't
hold on.
had a turn since the last time Miknik moved.
No,
Yeah.
you're right after Miknik.
Oh.
You
Oh.
had
Oh,
your
yeah.
turn,
Okay, yeah.
and then we're coming back around up to the top of the round.
That's right.
Non-nat
Getting
20
top of the
total.
round can make
Because
it.
during all of that kerfuffle, you turned back into
Human.
normal size Kai.
Non-nat 20 total.
Yeah, okay, you break it. You start to come back to
Fuck
as
that
you notice
shit.
you're very close to that gigantic pterodactyl as you're standing in front of a small river.
Okay, do I still have my second action?
You do.
Full rush back towards Leon. Because last
Okay.
I saw he was out.
Full movement.
Yeah. Or as much as it
You're
takes to get
literally
there.
right back next to him.
Fantastic.
Right
next
where
movement
you
will-
started.
You're
My
right
next
where you
movement
started.
will be to
That
actually
did not
heal
go
him.
the way I anticipated.
You know never to expect.
Isn't
them to
that
go
the
as
alternate
you
name for this
anticipate.
campaign?
Yep,
I
it
anticipated.
really is.
That was not expected.
Well, didn't expect that.
I
are
think
you
2 or
going-
3 times a session lately we've been hearing, "Oh shit."
Is that your turn?
Do I have any other action?
No.
I didn't think so.
I mean, is
The
movement
very next
into
thing I'm doing is healing.
I was gonna say, can't he do an action after moving
Hmm.
to heal?
Depends on how far I move.
also
got
depends on whether
25
that will
foot
save
walking speed.
counted.
Yeah.
That will save counted.
Well, we've got 2 actions plus movement.
Okay.
Half movement.
Then
or
you can
something.
do the second one. The first one was already
Okay, well,
Right.
healing rose.
taken up. Okay.
Leon heals full health.
Leon, you feel your legs snap back into place as they completely in the opposite direction in which they were turned as you start feeling your wounds start to heal again.
Take it I'm no longer unconscious then.
You are not, because actually the roar that the pterodactyl did woke you up.
Oh, I was not aware. I was like, oh,
Aurora
can't do
awake
anything.
the dead. Damn.
I'm just picturing. Oh, hey.
Kai,
Just
tis
sudden
your go.
Cartoonish.
All right. With an angry shout, I turn and, full of fury, rush Draxus with an unarmed strike.
Are you going to tell Perry to get out of the way because he is right in your?
Oh,
right
I
in your-
am.
Talking
Well-
is a free action.
I mean, I'm kind of roaring in a fury here because of what he's done to you guys, but
Jump over him.
Well, ideally,
Well,
Perry
that
would
too. You
react
could
to
do
the
that.
roar.
okay. I'm going to dodge around everything in my path with my 50 movement speed. I think I can take the care,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Okay.
going to attack Draxus with Fury of Blows.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to weave between Mick and Perry, and
Damn,
yeah.
everybody is huddled in this one spot.
We're really
Okay.
slick right now from AoE.
Y'all are really lining them up for me.
So 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And it also comes with
That
bonus
is
damage.
literally just his AC, BT dubs.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so D6 plus 4. There's my 6. That is a 6 plus bonus unarmed strike of 9. Plus open hand technique. He's going to fall prone if he fails a dex saving throw.
He does not fail.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend 1 key point to do 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
You all just see Kai as he's kind of taking Draxus right by his clothes as he's just ramming his fist right into his face.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, as they say in the Adventures.
The first one is 21 to hit with 6 damage, and since it's a bonus action, I don't get the bonus unarmed strike. So that's just 6 plus 4, 10. And the second one is nat 20 with the 4 for the damage roll, plus 4, so 8 plus whatever the modifier is for crit.
It's the full damage.
Oh, full damage. So it's just max damage, so 10.
On a crit, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, so that's 10 more, and that is my first attack. Now. Oh, wait, that's a flurry of blows attack as well. And I did it twice, so I'm still going for the making him fail a dex saving throw.
That's a negatory.
Okay. Then my second attack, I'm going to do the, well, that doesn't hit. So I don't get a chance to do any of the rest of that in my second attack. But I can, after taking the attack action, whether or not it hits, make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So I'm going to do that again. Key points. First one, 20 to hit, and damage is 5. Second one is 23 to hit, and damage is 10.
You all see Kai.
Oh, and since those are 2 more flurries of blows, he has to pass the dex check again. Twice. One of these times he's going to fail.
That is a negatory.
Well, that was 2 flurries of blows. Did you roll it twice or just once?
I've rolled it the
Okay.
full times now.
Cool, just checking.
You all just see him as he, as you see like bits of Draxus's skin starting to rip. As you start even seeing that it's gotten to his cheekbone, because Kai is just wailing on him so much that Kai's fists just have blood completely spattered all over them. As he's holding him, you just see Draxus without even flinching, unyielding, just continually staring right at Kai.
Bear in mind, still completely nude here.
True. Very true. Is that you, bud? You good to go?
Yeah, I think that's all of it.
All right. Morgul.
I'm going to step slightly back so that I can aim at Draxus without hitting anybody.
Okay.
I am shocked that 6 flurries of blows he passed. The DC 15.
And Eldritch Blast. Because of the rain.
So yeah, my just over table here, my earlier opinion of trying to keep our promise to protect him went out the window when he stabbed Moxie and Leon in the sternum.
Hey. All right. I like this D20. So nat 20 and 21. So 25 for the nat 20, 21 to hit for just the straight shot there for that. So okay.
Okie dokie.
Damn.
Yeah, fucking rolling rocks on Eldritch Blast. Let's see. Let's hope I can actually do good damage with it.
I'm just going over that last turn. A very angry, very naked, very bloodied Kai wailing on him in the face.
Overall 17. One of those was a 1. That's unfortunate.
You all see Morgal as these green flames just spiral around his arms, forming 2 green orbs in his hands as he... The energy sputters through the air as it makes contact with Draxus, as you see 2 holes that form. Well, that didn't feel very good.
More of it where that came from.
Okay. As you see Draxus zoop,
Oh, thank
Right.
you.
in front of Morgal as he
Prepare for some fire if that actually does damage.
I don't think that's gonna hit
What is it?
an 11.
Yeah, it definitely ain't gonna hit, Chief.
You see Draxus as he tries to stab, as Morgal just does this with his hand. He just
It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
takes those swords and starts bending them down as he's just staring Draxus right in the face. Blah, 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 blah.
Ooh, DM put the sword in your hand at the start of your turn. Yank him away.
I might try that. Very well might.
Ralia. Oh, what are we gonna
Grab
do?
the sword!
He already did.
I mean, technically I am. Justin has done this before for me, technically.
Ralia says, she leans over to you all as she says, okay, you all worry about Draxus. I'll see if I can buy us some time with this mammoth and this, whatever this winged bitch is.
Yeah, how odd is it that Draxus has become the bigger threat in this scene?
Right?
Mm-hmm. Considering he was always just this cute little squeaky thing before.
You know, I'm a little surprised it. Never mind.
You see Tralia as she is going
I'm going to say something in the place that the DM doesn't look during the session because it would interrupt his view.
You see Tralia as she starts wrapping earth around the mammoth's legs, trying to keep it in place. The mammoth gets a reaction. As you see its tusk slam into Tralia as she feels her ribs crack as she gets thrown back into a tree. The mammoth is trying to move out of the way. As you see the pterodactyl. Yep. The pterodactyl looks over to you all as it
Oh.
as you see a pool, just a massive jet of flesh be
viscera.
thrown across the battlefield at you all. You see it steaming as it is trying to blah 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 blah. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Hit who?
Everybody.
Everybody. Oh. Oh,
Unless
shit.
we can roll a
Uh,
dex
that-
check.
Yeah, as get hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Funny thing is, my AC is the
casting
same
shield.
nude.
As with your armor.
Clearly,
I'm a
this
monk.
is a sign. Clothing is overrated for you, my friend.
It
You
is. I
see
wear it for
the-
everyone else, not for me.
The spewage just slap and it covers all of you as you start feeling it sear into your skin. That's 33 damage.
Well, if that's damage, you know what that means, Justin.
Do it. Yes, dear.
What kind of damage is it?
Necrotic.
Fuck. How much damage was it again?
33.
Oh,
Fourth level hellish rebuke.
I'm unconscious. That puts me below my total.
Shit.
It
Oh, good
needs
thing
to
I've
make
got
Good thing Micknick's literally right next to you.
and I've
I'm
got another
in need
healing.
I'm in need of death saves now.
What does that do to the Hellfiend?
Oh,
That's a good question.
well, he spewed it over in this direction.
No, I
Yes.
mean Moxie going unconscious.
Nothing.
Oh no, it's still there.
Okay.
It's still there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
little
a different
Because
thing.
it's a summon, and it's not something that she has to.
Concentration.
It's basically a temporary contract that was formed, so it doesn't take concentration.
By the
Cool.
way, Justin,
That's
a
all I was
DC,
wondering.
DC 13 reflex save for a half save
Yeah.
for that, if you need to. Oh, baby. Give me another one. Oh, yeah!
He's having a good night.
So, does it save or fail? I need to...
It does not save.
It takes 35 fire damage.
Oh! And guess what that means?
Times two,
Double it.
bitches!
That means
70
double
damage.
it.
70 fire damage.
As
Just
Wargol
immolated.
has this heaping, steaming flesh that's searing into his own, you just see his eyes narrow as you see this beam of fire right from his chest, almost like a arc reactor blast, as it slams into the chest of the pterodactyl, as you see a visual hole that is through this pterodactyl, as you see what look like sear marks that start to try and run up it, as it looks directly over to you, as it
Oh boy.
Yeah.
starts to fly up. It's at about 40 feet right now.
Is there
As
any
you see
body
it-
of water nearby?
Yes,
Yeah.
the river.
There is. This river.
Fantastic.
Is Micknick gonna turn waterbender?
Yes, I am. Because we need to be
Fantastic.
cleaned off.
As you see the pterodactyl start. Blah, 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 blah. Leon. Tis your turn.
Well, let's
I
take
just-
that thing out of the sky.
I just want to say real
Johnny?
quick, I thought my attack was impressive Super Saiyan style pummeling, but Morgul just made me look like Krillin.
No,
Yeah.
that was still very
Oh.
impressive.
That was
That was
very
Krillin-
good.
badass.
Krillin's pretty impressive, but not as impressive as the other guys.
I
Leon,
am
what are you
casting
doing?
web.
Huh?
Casting web on our pterodactyl friend mid-flight.
Does that
That's too-
have the reach to do
It
it?
has 60 feet.
Ah,
Yeah, that'd be
okay.
enough.
Gotcha.
I mean-
Roger.
Like,
So it has to make a dex save.
I want to clarify. You know, Krillin is definitely powerful. But he's also definitely the weak one in the group. And in that moment, I
You're
look like
definitely
Krillin.
not the weak one. You have
Yeah, I'm just the
pummeled
weak
a
one.
many
But I
things
look like him.
in the face.
I punched a hole in time and space.
Yes,
That
you
was
did.
a 13 that it rolled, Leon.
That is a fail. He is now falling from the sky.
You all see Leon as he looks over and is basically thinking to himself, "You big bitch." As you see what looks like a
Web slinger.
web sling into the air as it holds in the air right above the pterodactyl. As you see it open into what looks like a net, as it slams down over the pterodactyl, and you see the pterodactyl crash into Skabatha's home.
Yeah, I hope Red's okay.
And
How
I
much
need to
damage
roll-
does it do to the structure?
That's a good question.
That's the important question here. At this point, I intend to leave the entire property rubble.
That would be great. Just
Yeah.
raise it to the fucking ground.
That does
Yeah.
88 damage to the structure.
By the way,
And it did
The-
half that damage to the giant pterodactyl.
Oh!
Yeah.
by the
the
way,
table,
the word
someone's
raise
gonna
has always
have to-
bothered me.
Someone's going to have to tell Moxie about all this so she can remember to give Leon probably the first kiss he's ever gotten in his life.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh, I don't know. Oh god.
What?
Oh, I have to.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Is it magic in the house?
There's that face again.
Yeah, there's magic.
Oh
There's
no!
magic. Oh no. Uh oh.
Oh no! I do.
Did we just get nuked?
Uh
My
oh.
lighting is perfect for this.
Uh oh.
Do you have a
Would-
serious question?
Would this affect us or it?
Oh, it's
Um,
gonna affect everything.
Well, I mean, we're pretty
Oh,
far
no.
away from the house, so it's probably gonna affect it first.
Everything in the general vicinity that is around a. I need to check my notes
Oh fuck.
on that magic.
Because I know at least the box is in there.
But okay, so first I
Have a
have to
feeling.
roll shrapnel damage because the saber-toothed tiger and the mammoth and Little Red and the Terry Fiend are all going to get hit by shrapnel.
I mean, Little Red's probably just fucking dead. At this
Cole has
point.
something to say, I think.
What?
Question for Leon. Do you still have something you can do this round? Like,
No,
say,
that
put
was
up a
my
shield as a
action.
reaction?
I can put up a shield as a reaction for myself, but that's it.
I
That was
mean,
a question that I had. Since I've gone unconscious, does a certain archfey realize that and know something's wrong? That's a question.
I'm going to have to roll for that.
That is a
Um,
good question,
DM's got to
though.
do a lot of rolling. Do we need to do a BRB or?
No. Oh.
You got a lot of rolling on your
Let's-
plate.
I completely
do a BRB
forgot
real
about
quick.
Skabatha's house. I didn't think that anybody was going to drop a giant pterodactyl into her house.
You're welcome.
Like I said,
Well-
if you need to do a BRB, we can do that.
BRB.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll
Oh
be
my
right
God.
back, folks, while
We'll
our
be back
DM
with the
rolls a
results
ton
in a
of
moment.
fucking dice. Bear with us.
did we just...
fucking shit, guys.
Oh
As-
no.
Language.
As
Holy
Captain.
fucking shit.
as per usual with this crew. I didn't see that coming.
This is why you don't keep nukes in your home.
I did not see that coming. So
Red got
I
first.
rolled. So Little Red, as she starts to become conscious again, she, in her wolf form, looks up towards the sky and sees it coming as she makes a massive leap over.
Off the map.
Well, you all can't see her, but she's
Just further
in
down.
the tree line.
Yep.
She's right over this fence that's right here.
Oh, boy.
So
Rip off the Band-Aid, man.
Mm-hmm.
as the giant pterodactyl is starting to fall from the sky, you all hear a familiar voice in your heads that says, "Hello there.
Oh,
Baby.
fuck.
I just wanted to tell you that I've seen what might be occurring. And I'm going to make you an offer."
That you now can't refuse. I'm unconscious. I'm not even part of the conversation, am I?
Nope.
No, you're
Nope.
not.
He says as if responding to Moxie's thoughts.
That was Deadpool.
I can speak to her unconscious thoughts. I don't care.
Hello, Fourth Wall. How are you?
Broken. I'm very broken.
You
Right
continue.
over there.
Yes. What's
I'll
your
make you a
offer?
deal, but I'm going to need something in return.
And what
Well,
is
that's how
that?
deals work.
I want what we were talking about earlier.
He's
Kai's
talking
still
about the
naked,
heart.
bloody, and furious, and so he rushes towards Razzie.
You don't see him, so you're
Oh,
just
I don't.
running naked.
Oh, so we just hear him.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we have a choice.
You have a choice. You can see how this all plays out.
All right, refresh my memory. What was he wanting?
Heart.
A heart from the pharaoh, his wife.
Yep.
Our Doctor Who friends.
Okay, so Moxie's unconscious. Kai is in a rage and likely not entertaining anything at the moment. He's just looking for a Draxus to punch.
Or I'll
Morgal
take
is
it.
like,
So it's up to Morgal, Leon, and Miknik to
I
make this
have a
decision.
better idea. I'll take that pretty knife that Draxus has.
well, to be fair, you know what? That actually might work out well for us.
No.
We
actually,
kinda-
it doesn't.
Kind of need that.
Because Zethros, who is the only in the party has to the Court of Cinders, is connected to that knife.
Yeah,
That's why
but he's
Moxus
also
wanted it so badly.
a fucking spying dick whenever we let him out.
He doesn't have that option. That's kind of just what happens. He's of a lot of use, and he's our best option against Aeon because he's also Aeon's lover.
You know, to be fair, Morgal is probably about in the same place as Kai at the moment, so he probably doesn't have much to weigh in since he's
Oh,
literally
yeah.
gripping onto
so
swords.
it's me
so
and you, Mick.
it's between Nick and Leon to determine this shit.
Ah,
Or-
Weighing in objectively over the table, we don't know what the heart does. We know the
Yeah.
value of the knife. If anything, offer the heart.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I'm thinking as well.
You can give me his soul.
Draxus?
Yes, dearie.
Well, you'd probably deal with it a lot better than little Granny Nightshade.
If we were capable of movement, I'd be rushing Draxus, screaming, "We were sworn to protect you, and this is how you repay us." But I don't think I can do that. We're
Is there
kind of
any
frozen
chance
in
you
time,
could
aren't
tell
we?
us that you would take good care of his soul?
What I do with it is none of your business.
It would
What
just
I'm
help
offering
me
you
feel
is
a
an
little
out.
bit better. I understand. It would just help me feel a little bit better about the option.
Sure, dearie. If it will make you feel better, he'll be taken care of.
But good. I said good care of.
Look,
Trying to roll a D percent here.
I don't think we have the time to be picky here.
We
We're
really
literally
don't.
sitting in slow motion as the magical nuke is about to go off. I think we
You
don't
can
have to be
feel
picky.
Moxie's fury in your minds at how indecisive you little bitches are being.
I'm gonna go and
Fuck
say,
you.
I'm going to go and give the heart. We can.
Blue,
Over-
stop needing
Over
distance.
table here. Over table. All right, because I can't do this in character because character's not in a state. But over table, I think the soul of, I hate to say it, the soul of Draxus is the right move.
Yeah, I honestly agree.
Yeah, it probably is.
Then do it.
We'll give
we
you
need
his
the
soul.
other two things. Yeah, fuck it.
Take his soul. Render his soul and save us.
I need all of you to be in agreement.
There's only
One of
4
them-
of us conscious, so I think you're gonna have to do.
You gonna wake
Ins-
Moxie and get her opinion?
Insofar as Kai is capable of coherent thought, he's now thinking about tearing his soul out himself.
I think
So
that's a yes.
we can call that agreement.
Then it is done. As you see a pillar of fire right behind Draxus, as you see ding, Razzy's staff hit the ground as he leans in almost Michael Jackson style without even hardly moving his body, almost seeming to defy gravity in on Draxus, and you see a gigantic smile go up his face as he grins all of his razor sharp teeth, and you see
Quick,
his
how tall is
eyes-
Razzie?
Huh?
How tall is Razzie?
6'8".
Okay,
Oh.
cool. That makes
Taller
it
than I thought
slightly
it
more
was.
impressive, actually.
Wait, is that after the horns or?
No, that's before the horns.
Okay.
With the horns, it's like 7'2".
So yeah, now that makes the lean down to eye level make more sense and it be more impressive. Back to.
As you see his eyes turn a crimson red. As he grabs onto his head, you see him rip out the soul of Draxus as Draxus' body sloughs over onto the ground. He slams his staff down as you all are
Transported across the river.
I assume
Zooped
that means
over. As you see Razzie standing there, as he just oh, how fun this is going to be! As he just holds his arms open as the pterodactyl slams down into Skabatha's house. You hear as you see the massive swirling energy as the
Black hole.
everything gets sucked in as you see chunks of the barn from underneath get as you see part of the barn rip off. You see a humanoid figure hit the ground
Fuck me.
as all of the everything that was on the battlefield except for Draxus. Draxus was out of range. His body was out of range. Everything got sucked into the box. And because it got sucked into the box, I'm actually going to tell you what happened with a domino effect that happened within the box. Because, okay, since that happened, there was another artifact that was located right below it. And as soon as that activated, that was actually a different dimensional portal device. So the box got sucked inside of that box.
So it did literally what I predicted it would do, and they're probably all in the astral plane now.
Weary.
I don't know where they went, but
Okay then.
When
Um, huh?
when the summon ends, when the time on the summon ends, does it still go back to where it was summoned from?
It should.
That's a curious question.
It should.
Okay. I'm a little concerned about who I'm pulling from someone's feasts, if I'm honest.
The stack just moved on its own, you guys.
It's the ghost.
It exists.
As you see the humanoid figure hit the ground, you see an axe slam into
Oh,
the
no.
dirt.
Hello, tree raiser.
Hey, Rezzy, is that the tree raiser?
Sorry, Diaz, I have no time for questions. I have tons of fun that me and Draxie are gonna have together.
Gonna go grab that knife in a minute.
Doodles! As you see him disappear in a pillar of fire as it leaves a sear on the ground.
How's
And to-
Moxie?
Huh?
Conscious.
Moxie's
unconscious.
still
She's
unconscious? Okay,
Yep.
I rush to her aid now.
Dokie.
To think at the beginning of this, I was
Healing
prepared to
Rose.
make a deal with Razzie to save Draxus.
Moxie, you're back
We
to
all know
100.
that wasn't our Draxus.
Well, now, yeah, given the revelation that we had in chat, which I'll share for the audience now. I was going to say earlier, I'm amazed that Draxus hasn't tried to levitate any of us yet. And then they pointed out the fact that he hasn't done that yet means it's not really him.
Yeah, because he would have done that immediately. It would have been on site.
Healing Rose, Justin.
How much do they weigh?
Does that count as a spell as far as Blessed Healer is concerned?
No.
Damn. Well, worth a shot.
So,
How
do we
much
want to
do
get away from
people-
that figure, or
You get
are we
full
going
hit
to
points.
just stay out here in the
you
open?
guys do what you gotta do. I've got a plan.
Full hit points.
Okay.
Are we still technically in initiative order, Justin?
No, initiative is gone.
Okay, because I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on myself.
And now I'm going to run to Leon and heal him.
I'm still at full from when you last did me.
Oh. Forgot I'd done that.
Moxie is
In that
going
case,
to
the
at least
next person
attempt
that
to
needs
reach
healing is
Naphion to update him on goings on now that she's conscious.
Hi, how you doing? Besides naked.
According to this D100
yeah,
I rolled, which was higher lower on 50,
Yeah, all of
Kai is barely
Kai's
restraining
stuff is
himself from
gone.
leaping
Hold on, hold on.
Kai's stuff's gone.
Is it?
Yes.
that dot's inside the radius. But Kai was trying to restrain himself, barely restraining himself from jumping across the river to pummel Drax's corpse. Also, DM, what's that face about?
Your
We
stuff is
just
gone.
lost your artifact, your clothes, your items, everything that was not your body.
You sure Razzie wouldn't have moved that with us as part of the deal?
It does seem like something Raz would do. He doesn't seem like the type to,
Honestly,
Forget
Being
about
such an
he would be
egregious
considerate
oversight.
Of, yeah.
Let me talk
That-
with him. Oh, that's a 20. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
that
stuff
honestly
is
seems
with
like
you.
something he would have done. Yeah,
Okay.
he would not have.
That's a nat 20.
As
Your
funny
stuff is
as-
with you.
As funny as he would have found that, he would not have done that shit when we had given something like that to him, I don't think.
Yeah. Your stuff is with you.
Okay.
But yeah, So I rolled higher, lower on 50, and I got lower. So Kai is just barely restraining himself from going over and beating the shit out of Draxus's lifeless corpse.
I do
Yes.
think I managed a connection that was a 15 on dice. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to usually roll for that. Normally I roll
What
good.
exactly is it that you want right now?
We just blew up Granny Nightshade's house by accident. And we found out how to bring back Zybilna. She's also technically Tasha.
You, I don't care about that. You blew
What?
what now?
Why is it that they always focus on the bad shit?
Granny Nightshade's
Why do they
house.
focus on the least important part of the conversation? Yes, we blew up the witch's house.
Big
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
Get over it.
Understand
Whatever.
How angry that's going to make her.
Well, she
Yeah, I'm
left us
totally
here with
fine
a
with
bunch
that.
of her toys. And it fell on the house.
Yeah, one of her toys just fell in the
Blew up
house, you
her
know, as you
house.
do.
When she doesn't have a house to go to, she
We
will
will fight
find
the magical
other
hobo later.
places to go have fun.
We will
You
fight
get your
the magic
You're
hobo
happy.
later.
Okay, you know what? You know what, Nafion? You get your happy ass over here to survey the damage yourself.
You see
And
him.
then-
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Never
By the
again speak to an archfey in that manner.
I will speak to a crybaby however I please. We have a tree raiser axe over here we need to deal with.
With a snap of my finger, I could turn you into a swarm of bats that will hang
Oh!
in my belfry. But
When he appears out of nowhere, Kai screams and punches at him.
roll for initiative.
Oh no!
Well, shit. Okay, we're doing this.
Oh great.
Why? Why?
I'm joking, I'm joking. No.
No,
Kai,
it's too late.
you
It's too late.
of all things.
I'll give you an opportunity to take that back if you would like.
Do you take it back?
Well, given that I rolled a 1, yeah, I take it back.
Good. Very good.
Swing and a
Just be
miss.
like, swing.
I'm not even joking. It's a 1.
That's funny.
Straight up
Given-
swing and a miss.
Just straight
You
up.
see his what look like just like bits of his flesh that were starting to unfurl on his face. You see them slowly start to go back in as he.
Given that you all are part of the summer court, though, I unfortunately cannot do anything to you that is not under Lord Oberyn's command.
While this is going on, Morgul is just starting to make his way over towards Draxus's body.
So
Yeah.
allow me to survey the damage.
Meanwhile,
As you
we'll
see
just-
Naphion float over the river.
Oh dear.
Yeah, pretty bad shit.
Hello. And just who might you be?
As the humanoid form you see the axe that it holds in its hand is the blackest black that you have ever seen.
That's the tree raiser's axe.
He starts walking over towards you all as Naphion teleports in front of him.
What exactly are you doing? I asked for your name. You
Well,
Oberon. Oberon.
That's a Tasha thing.
Oberon, Tasha, one of you.
Nick.
You see the green
I
energy
don't think I could even get to him
go
fast
through
enough to
all of his
get
body as he
anything.
falls to the ground as he's dragging the axe over towards you all.
I can't help him.
You know, I'm so glad that you got my message.
Message? I'm confused.
Squirt, would you come
Squirt?
here, darling?
Oh my.
As you see the oil can.
Oh.
That's the woodsman.
Oh,
Wow.
hello.
Explain some things. Yeah.
This is
I'm
where
glad that you were of such good service.
No problem, Master.
Ow.
Yeah, not surprised. Well,
Kai says run and rushes to Draxus's body.
You know, I'm not at my full capacity yet. But hiding in this form for so long, I've had a lot of fun.
While he's talking, I'm looting the dagger from Draxus, and I'm going to attempt to rip that damned crystal out of his chest.
Probably not hard.
Roll a strength check for me.
That's not hard.
Rolling. Beep.
Excuse me.
That is 23.
You go over to Draxus as you rip off part of his clothes as you see the stone is no longer there.
well, that's expected almost. If they had the
That's-
body that long, they would have.
It's also very expected that
But you do have the dagger.
Sweet. Now I head back to everyone else and I say, why are you still here? Run!
because he's not actively threatening us yet, and our one piece of defense is now laying dead and covered in green.
Keep
There
behind
is
me, guys.
There is not
No.
much sense in running from him right now.
Kai, even if you became monkey again and put all of us on your back and ran at full speed, we would still
Why are
die
you trying
if
to
he chose
logic
to
with
die.
bloody naked monk right now? He is
Everything
barely in control of himself.
that you all did today, I'm glad you did.
So what is your purpose for being here? Exactly. I can't
Oh,
figure that out.
at the Palace of Heart's Desires, Granny Nightshade needed to distract you all for a while the sisters performed a lovely ceremony.
Hmm. Interesting.
While they were
You can't say.
a lovely ceremony.
As he takes the barn and you see him put one arm on it as he twists it over to you all, and you see, I don't even know if I want to say it. I didn't think that.
Trigger
I
warning.
did.
Trigger warning here for those of you who are terribly squeamish.
Everybody okay for
Mhm.
some tough shit?
Well, we figure it's
Some
gonna be
pretty
gory.
screwed
We
up
kind
shit.
of knew this from the shit. It's
Remember
gonna
that
go.
episode 2 or 3 with the girl in the goblin den? Yeah, worse, probably. So seriously, come
Toll,
back in 5.
Toll.
You all
Yes?
see,
Hang on, Justin. Toll,
yep.
1 hour, 47 minutes. Write that down for me and DM that to me tomorrow.
That way you can
Currently
do a
write
trigger
down and send
warning.
it to you.
Sending it right now.
Thank you.
You all see as the barn shifts over, you see where Skabatha makes all of her dolls, but you see the same symbols that you all did in Madame Mugwort's. And in between it, you see what looks like a briarwood cross, where it looks like this lumberjack was held aloft. As you see what look like these different runic symbols within a circle all congregate, as you see splayed across all of the walls children, bits of
And
their
more golems.
flesh taken to use as the dolls that Skabatha created. Those voices that you heard within the dolls was not an illusion. You come to realize this as you're starting to look upon the horrible scene. You realize that those were the actual consciousness and souls of those children. But you see what look like above each child a plaque that reads different towns, and you see familiar town names of places that you all have been to throughout your adventure, as you see them atop each one of these children. But you see just what looks like it, just viscera all over the place, and what looks like sewing tools and giant scissors and saws and things of that nature, as you see a massive cauldron that looks like she was brewing things in it. It's not the black cauldron, don't get excited, but it's a cauldron. It is black, but it isn't the black cauldron. Try and make of that what you will. But he says, the bones of all of these children, and the fear that the Hourglass Coven was able to instill across Prismere, and returning to me my axe.
No, I mean, I didn't ask why you were here in this particular spot. I asked why you are here on this plane to begin with. What's
We
brought you up from the depths of hell?
we know that they summoned him
They
at the
literally
carnival.
summoned him at the
Well,
carnival.
They bound him by his axe.
it, yes, that
To what
doesn't
end?
quite.
I was given a deal.
Oh, and what was that?
I will rule over this plane. But first, all life on it must wither away. For me to make it home again.
Could make your home anywhere else. Why here? Because they had an axe to grind with Big Sister Dearest and Mommy Dearest?
You know
I
they
don't
won't
know
let
what
you
you're
do.
talking about. What are you talking about? I don't care about pity squabbles. I care about this place. It's ripe for the picking.
You know they're
And
too power hungry to let you have this realm. They will betray you.
Oh, they absolutely will.
they can try.
Oh, they have a lot of things
Come
that
on,
could.
man. Surely you've read the stories. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what you're going to see here. They're going to use you until you're no longer of use to them, and then you're going to be disposed of, just like the rest of this fucking place.
That's not who I made the deal with.
You made it with a certain dragon, didn't you?
Hmm.
He's
Now
going
That
to
you
be
makes
even
let me
worse.
know.
That makes more sense. That's definitely we're not getting rid of it so easily. Oh wait.
Is it bad that I
think
want to
I
call
know
the
why.
sisters?
No, because they're the reason he's here. They don't care.
You see his skin starting to fall off of his body. It's happening.
We
I
we should get going and
feel my powers. You see the axe glow a bright green. Returning.
And with that,
We need to get that axe away from him if at all possible.
Yeah, that was my thought exactly.
You see two enormous wings sprout out of his body.
we're about to be in the presence of what I think is another dragon. I could be wrong.
If I were you, I would run. I haven't chased prey in a while.
a portal
Um,
to the summer courtroom with
that's
Oberon.
that's a 26. No, not 25. To just kind of send out the biggest emotional beacon in the world for Tasha to find. Because, good lord, I'm not calling on Asmodeus. I'm just not.
I had another name in mind.
I will let you all decide over table who that it is that you wish to try and call upon.
Well,
And everybody display your cases for whom that you think that you should.
All right, what did you say, Myrtle?
I
Or
like
Kai?
Leon's idea of, him
Portal?
opening a portal to the summer court and us just going.
Regrouping. We're kind of a bit scattered.
It probably
we're
would
low on
honestly be
power.
the best move. Morgul's move is very much a knee-jerk reaction and not a good one. I'm just gonna say that
If we
over
can get
table.
to the summer court, let's go to the summer court.
That's why I was
That's if
asking
you
if we
can
could.
manage.
I mean, I have an apple, but if it requires us using an apple.
Well, we have plenty of apples still. We still have the fucking bushel.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, if
And
we can't normally summon one, I'm going to go and use a determined apple, and very determinedly try to find a way to get us to the summer
to get
court.
the fuck away from here.
unless you'd prefer I open the portal and literally just do it that way, but if you wish to try, I'm not going to stop you. I just have past
You've
things
had
going
experience.
wrong. No, you nearly died at least once this session trying to do something cool.
To be fair, you also nearly died.
Yes, because I tried to keep him from dying. Because he was
You
right
all
next.
have a great many options that are on your table of
Yep.
things that you could call upon or do.
We can call
Deciding
upon
which one is the
Alcohol.
correct one that you should use within this instance.
Well, I'm just gonna say over table.
Because we
Morgul
need
is
to
still
think.
trying to
I'm
stand.
not going to say anything.
Yeah,
I'm not
over
going to say
table.
anything.
Morgul is trying to still stand between the bulk of the party and this thing because he has cast a spell on himself to give this thing disadvantage if it tries to attack him.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
except you're no match for a demon lord.
Let's step out of character for a second and review the actual options.
We have an apple.
Tralia could call Baba Yaga,
Charlie, I could call on Mama.
who I'm pretty sure would actually have something significant to input on this. We could call in the fury of the summer court by telling them the threat is here.
And
Mhm.
and that they've killed an archfey.
Yeah,
Well, whether
Honestly,
or not he's completely
yeah.
dead or not is kind of
up in the
for
air.
He's
debate.
certainly unconscious and
Oh, definitely.
infected somehow.
He's been infected and he is incapacitated because of his own arrogance. I must say, let's put that out there. He got that way because of his own arrogance.
If there's a
Sure.
time to strike against Tree Razor, it's while his powers are still relatively weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we should call in everyone.
All the big guns. Let's just fuck this
Everybody,
demon lord up.
just Tasha on her own is also fairly powerful, and if we give her the information we have, she's less likely to murder us and more likely to try to murder him. Because she answers to none but the highest power in hell. Thereby, someone messes with her,
And you know what? We've got Tasha's answers. But if we die, we can't give them to her.
that's also reason number 2 as to why we should call her too. Though how we do so is going to be a little bit of a tricky situation. Do I summon Nikrit and hope that she follows, realizing I've stolen her pet? Or do I just
You could
do
always go for the book. She came for that.
I don't want to piss her off that badly, Leon. I don't
Hey,
like
this is over table, Leon.
Okay, I don't like the idea of putting myself in your shoes, where everything I do kills me, or nearly does. That's not a thing.
Justin seems amused by the direction this conversation is going.
Eh,
So what have we got? Nathion stabbed in the neck. We can call Oberon.
And the rest of the court, yes.
We
We
can
can
call
call-
Baba Yaga.
we can call Jazzicon.
We don't
Jazzy,
want-
Jazzy pieced the fuck out as soon as he saw the
Yeah.
axe. So,
Yeah, he peaced out. He said he's gonna go have some fun. He's
That
not
wasn't
gonna
Jazzy.
No, Razikon. Razzy did that.
yeah.
not
Razzy.
Yeah,
Jazzicon.
Razicon. not
Razmataz.
Jazzicon. Yeah.
Jazzicon, I don't think we can really call on him.
I don't
Yeah,
want
I meant
to.
Razzie.
I don't want to call on Jazz anytime soon. No.
No.
Technically, you could call for Asmodeus, but I don't think he's going to be too happy.
No.
Well, given that I have a direct mental link to Asmodeus because
He
of that
may already
ring,
know.
he may already know what's going on.
So I guess it's a
He may
matter of
already know
we
what's going
just...
on and put us on the busy phone.
It does come down to what sort of... Okay. Who aside from me has high charisma to manage
Not me.
this?
I
Yeah.
have the bare minimum for a warlock
Am-
now.
I got
And-
plus
16.
1.
Am I the only person in the party?
Oh,
With-
Chase, is the stream aware of that now?
The warlock thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
don't think
flat
you've
out.
ever actually said it.
Well, the fact I used Eldritch Blast should be a pretty good fucking
and
eclipse.
and
That's
Hellish
for people
Rebuke.
that know the goings on of D&D.
Well, the character doesn't know it yet, so over table.
Character technically doesn't know he's a warlock yet, so.
So over table,
Anywho.
I guess we just announced it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, we now have a Ranger Warlock.
So we have
Congratulations, it's a
So-
boy.
So
Oberon,
do-
Baba Yaga, or Tasha. Those are our main 3 at the moment.
Or do I just put out a catch-all blast at max volume and just call for help and see what hears me? Oh.
What happened?
What? Did we lose somebody?
The map.
Yeah. No.
Hang
map.
on. Give me a second.
It's the map. Where's the map? Where's the map? Where's the map? Where's the map? Where's the map?
But yeah, I think we're either doing a catch-all blast, since I'm the only one who's wired, so to speak, to work in this realm in that way.
Plus 3 to charisma, but I don't have
You have a plus what to your charisma?
plus 3 to charisma.
It's
Mine's
better
a
than
plus.
mine, +1.
I was gonna say mine's a plus 5, but that's
It's
I-
decent compared to.
well, I'm a bard, so I.
Hey,
spectate
decent for a wizard.
Yours is very good for a wizard, I must say, because you're not a charisma-based caster. You're what, wisdom or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Yeah, you're an intelligence-based caster. So for you to have a plus 3 in your charisma, almost would say it's misplaced, but
And I see the thing.
The question
coming
is it in the proper position when we get it back up here for it to be?
yes.
Okay, good.
There we go.
Good.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Excellent. So, do I put out a just catch all blast at
I
max
mean, I
volume,
feel
and
like being vague about it is not going to help because I
No,
think we need
that's
to
that's
not gonna
fair.
focus
help.
our efforts. We
So
really also because that just gives Justin too much leeway of being like, okay, you said everybody. Here's
And that
Cthulhu.
God.
Okay, no, technically, Chase, there's one thing that that is precluded from that catch-all, which is anything void related, because I am an enemy of everything void related now. It
That's
we
will
could
not
also
hear me. I am blocked from contacting them.
I
So
put you on mute.
Oh,
yeah,
void! New phone, who dis?
yeah. Actually, no, it's bitch. I told you stop calling me. I'm sending the cops, which will be a bunch of elder brains, which we don't want.
Okay,
No, that's
so
how your campaign in Dark Sun ended.
for Kai's decisions at the
A
moment,
mind
given the
flayer.
emotional distress caused by Draxus, I'm rolling odds high and low of whether he's going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just rolled high odds that he would be thinking hard, almost prayer hard, to the nature of what's happening. Tree Razor, a threat to this realm, Zybilna's realm. Zybilna is Tasha. Tasha is Asmodeus's person. Her realm is threatened, Asmodeus. So that line of thought flashing through Kai's.
Mind.
So I'm thinking I need to, on that note, with that thought process, I probably need to roll a prayer to Asmodeus.
You
Oh
probably should.
god.
Oh boy.
Which is hilarious, considering you
That
worship
is
a lawful good deity, and
oh.
Asmodeus is lawful evil, and is
The
the
only
literal
reason for
hell.
that is I have that direct connection that was
Yeah.
forced into my awareness when we were fighting Tasha.
Yeah.
So you're going to try and contact Asmodeus while I try and get... Tralia can call on her mother. That's not
And
hard.
she can contact Baba Yaga, and you can contact Oberon or
Oberon
Tasha.
and Tasha, probably at the same time.
Then
All I have to do is split it twice.
Yeah,
Like,
again,
actually,
we're
I
all
can
just
split it
focus
two
on
ways.
fucking fighting while you guys make your calls because the only people on his speed dial have a few too many tentacles for this party. So
Leon's just there going
I
like,
love the way you put that.
Morgal, is that what you're wishing to do?
he's just gonna fight is really what he's gonna do. Like he's
Oh.
literally standing between the party and this thing right now because he cast something on himself to try to serve as a shield while they figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, he's ready to fight.
So we've narrowed down what it is Moxie's doing with this massive beacon of help now. It's going between the Summer Court and Tasha.
And
Because
Kai's mind is in a fury. He's thinking so loudly about Tasha and her relationship to this realm that Asmodeus probably is going to hear, and I think I might need to roll a prayer for that.
You will.
Okay. It's not like a conscious, I want Asmodeus to help. It's,
and
this
on
is
top of
about
that,
your girl, and he's probably going to hear this.
um if you really so desire because you feel so inspired, add inspiration, because Bard be desperate at this point. So that's a D10 to add to that roll to make it louder.
Okay.
and meanwhile, Leon is ready in action.
Basically, Moxie is leading a very, very strange looking revival.
Hmm.
So everybody shout your hallelujahs like James Brown. Come on now.
All right.
You know
Rolling.
you make me wanna. I'm not gonna say
Well, Asmodeus didn't hear me.
That's
even with the
unfortunate.
10. Oh,
Oh no.
did you add your 10 to that?
That
Your
That would
old
be
10?
that would be 11.
Mm. Great. Well, if we
Yeah,
call
no.
on... Well, here's the thing. If Tasha manages to hear me, he'll show up. Mentally. He'll show up.
Yeah,
that.
He might. He did last time.
I mean, it probably doesn't help that I wasn't intentionally praying to him.
I mean, at the same time, that was more or less just somebody DMing being like, if you keep threatening my girl, I'm gonna kick you from the server. So
Hmm.
Because he can scramble your brain.
Oh, I wasn't threatening her.
So, did the Asmodeus thing work?
No, I rolled a 1.
No.
Just a
Okay.
straight, I rolled a 1. Who cares about modifiers?
Depressing. I won't get to use that many now.
I mean, I could roll again because this is just what's screwing through Kai's mind while we're standing here.
I mean, once Moxie does her thing, she's gonna look at you and glare and be like, on your damn knees, fool, and pray like you mean it.
Okay.
I don't really have. No, that's an orc.
Fork.
Orc.
Orc.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought we said
No,
a giant
that'll
fork.
do. Here,
Big green boy.
Oh, yeah, here's a
Use
question. Where's our troll
that.
buddy?
for right now.
Dead.
Troll
Dead,
buddy
dead?
Oh,
dead.
he sucked in.
Because he was being puppeteer for a little
He
bit. and-
is
yeah.
making his way over.
And if you don't pray to him, I will.
Wait, what now? What's happening?
What?
Well-
Your Asmodeus contact over the table.
Oh, because Moxie knows I have that connection?
Also,
You've
also
mentioned
kind
it.
of thing of
I have
Bahamut's
mentioned it,
probably
haven't
gonna be pissy about that.
Yeah, Moxie's just like, if you're not gonna pray to him, I will, and we don't need that.
Okay, since you've directed me to, I guess I'll try again. With intent this time. And that is 15.
That ain't bad.
16 plus your inspiration was what now?
It's a D10.
Okay, so who is everybody trying to reach out to?
I reached out to Oberyn and the court and Tasha.
And I think Trolley would be contacting Baba Yaga.
And she told me to reach out to Asmodeus, so that's... Huh.
It's
Okay.
15, 16,
technically a religion check.
24. Oh, religion check. Shit.
Yeah.
29.
Technically.
As this lumberjack-esque looking body with these wings that are starting to sprout out is starting to come over to you all, and you see the axe glowing green, and as it's dragging the ground, you see all of the plant life that is on the ground just dying with just this axe that is moving across the
That
ground.
can't be making Trollia very happy.
No, she's pretty pissed.
Oh, she's mad.
If she don't summon Baba Yaga, I would be
Ralia
very surprised.
grasps the necklace as she says, "Mom, help my friends." As you see what looks like a rock that's on the ground starts levitating up and starts spinning around as it starts to as
Baba Yaga.
hello, my
Treat
tiny
is a-
little children.
No time for
Hi,
pleasantries.
Mom.
What you are trying to say to Mama Yaga?
No time for pleasantries. We found the tree
Mama?
raiser.
Tree raiser. Tree raiser?
Cheers.
Baba.
As she starts to turn around and locks eyes with this creature, you see this purple portal open up on the side as a jet black haired woman steps out from the side.
Ah, Baba. Tasha.
As she looks over at you all, I thought I told you.
Tasha, tree raiser.
Yeah, we kind of need help with this. We'll explain everything, and we have lots of answers for both of you.
We have your answers, but if we die, we can't give them.
You You're the one that I
Fight
told
later.
to never show your face here again.
We called her fight later.
Yes, I called her for good reason. We
I'm
can
an
clear up
enemy.
all the problems.
Deal with this.
Yes.
As you see a spiraling portal above behind you all, as Lord Oberon
Oh, thank
steps
goodness.
out behind you all. As you look at him, he's very wounded. As you see what look like green veins that are going up the left side of his face.
Oh.
Calling on Oberon was not our best decision.
I hope that you have a good reason.
That.
Tree Razor. I think it
Also,
killed Napion.
that. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is Baba Yaga, and that's Tasha. They're going to be helping us out with that.
Tasha's
Sounds
probably
fine.
Zybilna. More on that later. We need to ring down the hell of the summer court on this guy.
Because, Lord of the Owl, Lord of the Bats over there is not looking too hot.
Tried to call him Lord of the Owl.
The owls.
Naphion?
That's great. Yes.
Why was Naphion out all the way over here?
Look slowly at Moxie.
Because when Granny Nightshade's house blew up, I called on him because
You
we didn't know.
destroyed one of the Hourglass Coven's houses.
Okay.
Look at Lee.
I'm focusing. I could bend this world to my whim if I
Bend
needed.
him.
No.
Honestly, bend
So-
him.
It wasn't our intention to do so. Something of hers fell on it.
It was an
It kind of
unfortunate series
exploded.
of events.
We can explain this later. We need to kick this
Fortunate
demon's
series of
ass.
events. Stop.
Tree Razor is a threat to all realms.
Yes, he is. Because he's been brought here by a very specific individual who wants
And
to
this
destroy
is the
universe.
weakest he'll ever be, and every moment we spend bickering, he gains power.
Thank you.
Well,
Fine. You all, do you want to see my Oberon mini that I have?
Of
Yes,
course!
please.
Now?
Whip out the minis, man! Tree Razor while you're at it.
Very nice.
Oh, I
That's it.
like.
Golden boy.
I
This
like.
is battle ready Oberon. You can see his blade.
Very
he
cool.
has a cape as
Beautiful.
well.
Yes, of course he
Well,
has a
that
cape.
cape is made
Come on.
of autumnal leaves.
Of course it is.
You see Oberon as he teleports over to where Baba Yaga and Tasha are.
Tree Razor, I will only say this once. Leave this realm or suffer the consequences. The last time that I saw you, Oberon, you didn't leave looking very well, did you?
Over the table, real quick. Unicorn horn, maybe that'll help.
The mystic
As you
horn of
all-
unicorn.
As you all look at
I was
Oberon,
just-
he takes part of his cape as he hides the wound.
That is not the point.
I gave you the warning then, and I stopped your form from returning that time as well. But it appears as if those hags never cease. Look, it is not my finest moment as a mother to admit, yes, they have not been the best children. However, when my daughter's friends and this realm is in trouble, Mama will come out and play. So, as an ancient protector of this realm, as the mother of the living tree, I order you, leave this plane of existence, or I will be forced to join forces with the Summer Court, which I have not done in a very long time.
This is a battle of the ages here.
Oh, it might
I-
get better.
Leon, you're
Antasha.
drawing, right?
Not that anyone really asked, but I don't want to
Leon,
be
you're
here
drawing,
right now.
right?
Yes,
And
yes,
I'm only
Leon
going to
is.
say this one time, because I don't wish to be here, especially with her, and him, and them, as she looks behind herself at you all.
We have your answers.
I like Tasha.
Oh, fantastic. We'll talk later. I have to deal with this that you've put on my plate. And trust me when I say, as she snaps all of her fingers, and you see Ikrit as Nikrit forms the book in her hands, I haven't dispelled a demon of your caliber from a realm in quite some time. So,
This is epic.
what do you say, Tree Raiser? You want to make this interesting? I don't think that you all fully grasp what is about to happen to this realm. But, yes, let's play a little bit, shall we? As you see Tree Raiser smack the axe on the ground, as the entirety of the ground starts to split and shatter around you all.
The river drains.
As the ground starts to split, you see
much for
all
water
of the
bending.
grass start dying as it starts coming over to you all. This energy, this green energy, is starting to come over to where you all are.
Not good.
well-
Not good. Not good.
I'm going to hop up on top of one of those buildings nearby. Get
I
off
hop
the
on
ground.
I hop on Kai as he's doing so.
Just
I don't think
grab
I'm gonna
onto
be
my
able to
Grab
get you to-
Harry if I can. I don't know if
Hey.
he actually made it with
Okay,
us.
I'm gonna put you beside here, and we're gonna just say that you're there, because I can't apparently put you on top of that.
Okay, cool. But I'm off the ground. That's the important thing.
As
Oh,
that
and at this
happens-
point, I shout out, the axe is the source of his power. We need to get it away from him.
as you see that happen, you see Oberyn jump out of the air as you see him take this jagged sword that looks like a lightning bolt that curves over, and it has what looks like a leaf that is the metal was welded to represent what looks like a leaf at the end of the blade. You see it light on fire as he swings that up in the air, as he jumps over toward where the Tree Raiser is, as he smacks his sword right across Tree Raiser's chest. As you see the flames start to veer across, you see the flesh rip open, and you see what looks like green skin underneath. Is that the best you've got? As he smacks Oberyn into the water. Mama Yaga says, "Okay, my turn. Firstly, children, would you like to participate in this fight, or would you like me to make you
in a safe place because it's going to get nasty.
Well,
Over table vote. Over table vote.
Over
Stay
table.
or
Can
go.
we
When
watch
she says-
safely? Can we watch
When-
safely?
Because here's honestly the thing. If she has the ability to somehow get us to where the other witches are while they're handling this situation with Tree Razor,
We can't handle the Hourglass Coven the way we are
No.
now.
No,
I'm
we
on
need to
one
rest.
spell.
We couldn't handle one by herself.
well, to be fair, she ran.
She did.
Yes, but we had a mess ton of help and a ton of intervention, and then nearly died anyway.
Mm.
No, we're not ready.
Okay, then we fight.
I mean, we do
Because I'm
have...
done with sitting on the sidelines.
That's fair. I
Morgal,
still have...
I like your fighting spirits.
I still have one summoning spell left. And
Oh.
if you...
Children, what say you of a fight? Would you like to participate?
I would like safe.
I'm
I'd like to
in.
Watch safely.
Hey, you don't.
For the realm.
Get me in a sniper's nest or something. That's all I ask.
You see Mama Yaga as she leans in towards Miknik. I know that this is scary. And guess what? I'm scared too. This thing has hurt my husband, which I don't think you will understand how powerful he was. This battle we may not win, but I'll be damned if we don't try.
I mean, yeah.
Leon is
I
willing
just
to
want to
fight.
be in a sniper's nest. You
He
know,
just wants some area.
Puts her
some
hand
range.
on Miknik's face. We're going to need your healing abilities, my friend. But I will do as you wish if you would like, and I'll put you somewhere that you can snipe, if that is what you wish to do.
We do need your healing, McNick. I'd be dead if not
I mean,
for
to
you.
be fair, you can snipe from on my back, and it's negligible.
honestly, Kai's got a point. My
You wanna just
sniping
be the
nest
mobile
is
turret?
Kai's shoulders.
You're a mobile unit.
You are the
I'm good,
mobile
Mama.
turret.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
what would I be without my med pack?
I pull, I pull out my crossbow and just settle in on Kai's shoulders.
Your crossbow? I believe that crossbow has a name now, my friend.
That does, you're right.
Havoc.
Yep,
Havoc.
pull out Havoc.
Try havoc.
All
I
right.
This would
perform
be the
whole-
point. This would
As
be
he
the
settles
point
on my
where
shoulders, I perform wholeness of body
Because
to
we were
heal.
just in battle, I'm going to use the same turn order
Okay.
that we
this would
already
be the
had.
point where a
But
sound
I'm going
effects
to roll
artist would add a.
for- I'm going to roll for everybody else.
Man, I
And
have
Leon
to
is making his manifested mind appear to show he's ready for battle.
All right, childrens. Put on your big girl panties. We fight. Let's
Boys, grab your
do
long
this
guns.
thing. All right. Top of the round is actually Baba Yaga. You see Baba Yaga as she has a swirling purple orb that appears in her hand as she throws it over toward the area in which the tree raiser is. As it smacks into the ground, you see the ground explode with giant chunks of earth that is being thrown around as the tree raiser slams his axe into the ground, and he is able to withstand the blast. But you see what looks like bits of his skin that's coming off, and you can see green skin underneath it. You're gonna have to do better than that, I'm afraid. Okay, Miknik, your turn.
Hold action.
Hold.
Kai,
All right. Since I have my gear back.
now, granted, if you all are going to try and where those cracks are, to give you a representation for how large those cracks are, that's about a 15-foot gap now.
Gotcha.
Pretty easy
I can
aiming.
clear that easily.
So
Actually,
we
he
will
can't.
have to do some athletics.
Oh, you're
my
talking about the
fate.
cracks. Oh, right. Okay. Never mind.
The cracks of where the tree razor slammed is
Yeah.
Not the cracks in the tree razor. Gotcha.
correct.
Okay.
For some reason, I
So-
thought you were saying he had 15-foot cracks in his self. That I
Oh
could
God,
just...
no.
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 Since I am, according to this, right next to one of those cracks, I wish to cross it as my movement to get closer to him for the Vines of the Court attack. So you said you want me to do an acrobatics for that?
You can also use Step of the Wind.
I could do Step of the Wind.
Yeah, that's true.
But my acrobatics is +7. Let me just try that. 10.
Morgul is fighting, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's
As-
fighting.
Who
As
has
you all
lesser
see Kai,
AC between
now is
Morgul
Nick
and Kai?
on Kai?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you see Kai start to go for this leap, as he starts to do that, he slips and he grabs onto the ledge, but you're dangling with this massive crevice that is beneath you right now. As Mick, you're having to hold on for dear life. You're hugging like someone on a motorcycle.
I'm putting my arms kind of down, locking over his shoulders.
Oh, wait a minute. There's actually a rule here for jumps.
Oh?
Yeah. Long
I
jump.
said
When you
you
make a
step
long
on-
jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet immediately before the jump. My strength score is 8.
Why is your strength only an 8?
Well, that's my modifier is +8.
Oh, I thought you said your strength score was 8. I was like,
My actual strength score is 18. So with a running jump, I could get 15-foot gap, no problem.
that's
Oh,
fair.
you're. Yeah. Okay.
And I can move 50 feet per round, so I could leap a 15-foot gap.
Like without even having to go into.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Alright, where you want
I
to
got curious and I clicked the walking thing, and this whole set of rules I didn't know about popped up.
Movement.
So I'm meaning to get closer to him so that I can get within range to use Vines of the Court,
Up to how many feet?
up to 20 feet.
So you're wanting to move 20 feet. Okay.
I can move up to 50 feet. I want to get within 20 feet of him.
You're in the river right now at 20 feet.
Right next to Oberon.
Okay, again, I can move 50 feet. I want to get
Are
within
you
20
wanting to
feet of
move
him.
the full 50 feet?
I want to get within 20 feet of him.
There we go.
Cool. So now I want to use the Vines of the Court, and I want to do this. How can I do this? Is this going to be technically two things since I'm going in two different ways? I want to anchor it in the crevice that he made, and I want to use the other one to wrap around his axe and pull.
Okay.
You're gonna rip the axe away from him.
That's what I'm hoping.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon in front of Kai. It's not going to impact what he's doing. It's just going to help protect us.
Okay. So let this fall, and that is a... Fuck!
Oh God.
So
That's a
one, isn't it?
1!
Mm-hmm.
As you all
fun.
see the vines
Oh,
wrap
God.
around the axe, this
About
would have
time they
happened
failed
if
me,
it
guys.
this would have happened if it were a perfect 20.
Hmm.
As the vines wrap around, you see that the vines start withering away as they start going up to your armor. As you see your armor begins to have that same green energy that goes through it, and you feel yourself becoming weaker.
Well, I'm gonna release.
Oh, you don't need to. The vine is
Just withered away.
Disintegrated.
withered away and it's disintegrating.
How fun.
Now, that was interesting. Do you have more life that I can wither? I believe your beating heart will do just fine, Kai Caden.
I'm not impressed that you know my name. Everyone does these days.
Right, or should I rather say, James?
Okay.
That lovely memory that you all shared with me was so fun. I got to learn a great deal about you all.
You hear Tasha as she shouts, "Shut the fuck up!"
Thank
As you see
you.
her-
Yes.
As you see a massive blast of eldritch energy be released that smacks him right in the forehead. You see the skin slough off of him as you begin to notice that there's a secondary layer of skin underneath this skin. You're not seeing bones, you're not seeing any really singed flesh, you're just noticing this
Another
new
layer.
flesh, what looks like a membrane that is starting to slough off
He has an
of his
endoskeleton.
form.
He's a bug.
Ow. As she says, "Oh, that's not enough," you see her Tur vakaini shiste. As you see the sky open as 15 lightning bolts slam down upon him. I'm going to need a roll a lot for this.
So what was that barrier you put up, Nick? What does that do again?
What does
Nothing
what
at
do
this
what?
point. It was
Say what?
spiritual weapon that I put up, and it's not
Oh,
really
okay.
doing anything at the moment.
I have a purring
It's
cat.
it's a floating spectral weapon.
I'm sure your purring cat will be of great use in this battle.
Great use for
As you just see smoke and flames that are where the tree raiser is. As you see Tasha start to float over above the water as she's taking a look at the damage that she has done. Oh, BT dubs, that was 93 damage.
Jesus.
Be
As
still,
she
my
sits
heart.
there and looks, and you all see the tree raiser as the smoke starts to clear. You see what looks like his arms have grown and extended. What looks to be horns are starting to form from his skull.
Yes. Keep hitting me, dear. I rather like it when you cause me pain.
Okay, a demon lord with a masochistic kink. That's not surprising.
Yeah, no. Textbook.
I really hope this isn't one of the overtable. I really hope this isn't one of those enemies who get stronger as we hit them.
Well,
Blah, blah, blah. Morgal.
Yeah, Morgul's gonna take a jaunty jump over the crack and try to get closer to Tree Razor. Though he's not going to need to get too far due to that 120-foot range from Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So just, I need to jump over that, because I definitely can. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Okay.
So, over to crack. And 2 Eldritch Blasts. I fear things older, bigger, and greener than you. Fatagan Nastinak. Okay.
Gesundheit.
So that is non-nat 20 and 21.
Okay.
To hit.
A hit.
Yep.
Okay. So
that do hit.
2d10s. Where'd I put the d10s? Not you. You've been rolling well.
Not you. You've rolled low. You're going in purgatory.
16 damage total.
As you see these green flames, as he's casting them, as they're flying through the air, Morgal, you pause for a moment as you hear a voice in your head. Ulfakto Fatagin Avagir.
Translation?
Well done, my servant.
Mm.
Feel the power course through you.
I feel it.
Give
Feel it now,
me
Mr. Krabs.
your mind, and I will give you unlimited power.
It's not much of a mind to take, so you're kind of getting the raw end of the deal on that one.
Give me your mind, and you will have the power to destroy your enemy.
I'm
Funny
gonna put a
enough,
range check on that offer for a bit.
funnily enough, I think we would probably all trust Cthulhu more than we'd trust the Void.
At this point.
You hear
You know.
you hear the voice say, Fine then.
Don't piss off the massive tentacle man.
Not pissing him off, just telling him I'm gonna put a range check on it.
You hear a slur of words that you don't comprehend, and I need you to roll a madness check for me, my friend.
How is that calibrated? As a wisdom save or
Wisdom or charisma, I want to say.
charisma?
Wisdom. I think it's
Yep,
wisdom.
it's wisdom.
I mean, it's the same
And-
modifier either way for me, so.
But I need to get my table.
Actually, something fun comes up here. I still have protection from good and evil on myself. Hold on.
Means you have advantage on the roll, right?
No, it may mean something different.
It does.
Just means I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them, and if it was something they were having to roll for, they have disadvantage on attack rolls, so it's not something like that. So, here we go.
Roll a. Yeah, roll that for me.
I could argue that inflicting madness is a form of charming,
It's not.
I love this dice.
but I could argue that it is.
I'll remind you that my modifiers on both of those things it could be applicable to is a +1, so I've got a 20.
Okay. I then need you to roll at that point a d4.
D4? Yep, can do. Give me a sec.
You avoided the worst of it.
Probably. That's a 2, Chief.
You are spooked. You cannot approach the source of what you are trying to fight. You automatically fail saving throw at listed level of being disturbed at level 1, which you are technically disturbed and spooked at this point. But ignore the effects of disturbed right now because you are currently at the 2nd level. You have disadvantage on ability checks while you are
Hey Thane, can you go give Ares
while
some
you're within
cough?
line sight of your enemy.
Right now,
At this
Got
current
you.
moment in
while
time.
we're doing this.
It's a good thing I've jumped already. So, yeah.
Every turn, I will need you to roll that right now.
Oh, wait, so D20 again?
No, I mean every turn when it comes back to you.
Oh, so just roll. Okay.
Yep, yep, yep.
So, yeah, okay. So that's my turn.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay,
Flip flop.
Trolia.
Go.
Oh, that's a nat 20, my friends.
Woo!
Nat 20.
Nat
As
20!
Trolia
Got a big night for that.
looks around, she looks over to Baba Yaga, and then she says, "You know what? I think I'm going to use something on Barnabas right now.
Where's Red in all this? Did she just run away?
She just pieced the fuck out.
Didn't blame her for piecing out. We kind of exploded
As you
shit
see
and then
her-
had that.
Use her own wild shape on Barnabas. You see Barnabas. What is oh. Well, this feels really weird. Oh dear. As he. Where'd that go?
It would be funny if she wild shaped him into an adult version of his same species.
Which is a real Prince Ali moment.
Prince Ali.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Nope. That will get us out. So, no.
Yeah, no.
Spoken
As
word.
you see her.
If you do anything,
turn
spoken word.
Barnabas into a Kieran.
Ooh.
Ah, fucking Kieran.
Wrong thing.
Yes, I was cracking a joke at the expense of Karen's.
Can we take a
You see-
real brief BRB? Like, I'm talking
Yeah,
2
sure.
minutes.
Go right ahead.
Alright.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, folks.
BRB. Everybody go. Welcome back, everyone.
To our
Sorry
probable
about that.
demise.
Sorry about that. Our fellow heroes are now staring at what looks like the tree raiser who has some new features about him. As he stares at you all. Who's next? Leon.
Well timed.
Well,
Well timed there, Neb.
Leon is going to summon his manifested mind and send it over the crack.
Okay.
Let's see here, I want to see it has a large distance it can travel. Trying to find that real quick. I thought I had it pulled up. Yeah, it can move 30 feet. It's going to move 30 feet over towards the tree raiser. And where's the axe? Is it near the ground or is it
It's in
on
his
his
hand.
shoulder? I'm
I
trying
think
to
it's like what position is he wielding
yeah,
it
is
in?
it like in a
He has
right-
it like this right now.
All right. The manifested mind's like to shoot down webbing from the sky and attempt to attach the axe to him itself to try and buy
Okay.
the others some time to regroup. So that is a DC 17 dex save for him to not be bound by the webbing.
That's a 19.
He passes. Let's see here. I'll burn one of my points so they don't end up in the webbing. Well, that's my turn.
Cute tricks. Moxie.
Well, let's see how he likes to be roasted, shall we? Gonna do Fireball at 3rd level. That's gonna be 8d6 of damage once I get within good line of sight, because I'm not gonna be...
All right.
notes.
So, are you wanting to expend all of your movement?
What range does it have? Actually,
Well, firstly, you're all the way back here right now.
that's fair. I got healed, so that was the big problem. Let's see. It has a range of 150 feet and a 20-foot sphere. Well, 150 feet or 20-foot sphere. Not sure which. I'm gonna have to get pretty close is the problem.
Ooh.
How
I'm
close?
gonna have to move. I have to get within a 20-foot sphere of him. It says the range is 150 feet and then 20-foot sphere.
20-foot
So
sphere of
that would
area
mean that
effects.
it's 150 feet to actually cast. 20-foot sphere is the area of effect.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
would
okay.
hit
So from where
I
you
can get
are, you
with
can
one.
probably hit him.
yeah.
I'm going to use
Yeah.
this for Nathion right now.
Okay. It's a half-dead Rex.
Nope.
God.
What is it, a dead goblin?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yikes.
Ew.
Yeah, melty.
Well, I'm just gonna get within line of sight then, and then cast Fireball.
Well,
Let's see how you like being roasted.
So I am
make
just
try.
barely outside of 20 feet from the guy.
Actually,
Actually, no, I was within 20 feet so I could
I-
reach him.
yeah, you're in.
So
you're
if
in-
you could
yeah, you're
aim
in-
a little behind him, I would appreciate it.
I will do my best to... I did say I was going to aim so that I wasn't going to hit anybody but him. So,
And can you manifest this wherever that you see, or does it come from you?
a bright streak flashes from your pointing finger to a point you choose within range.
Okay, that's all I needed
Yeah.
to know. Yeah.
It just makes a
Okay.
spark
Okay.
essentially that goes to
Cool.
It's a Roy Mustang, and that is...
Yeah.
Oh, shit! That's,
Either really bad or really good.
That's 30 damage.
Okay. How long does it last?
That's just instantaneous.
Just instantaneous. You all see, I'm going to use this for
Oh,
right now. You all
must
see.
face. Oh,
What?
Dex saving throw for half damage.
Yeah, that's a crit 1. As he.
Yeah.
Toasty.
You all notice that his jaw has unhinged and his bottom jaw is starting to grow outward.
Gotta get that axe away from him.
We're
What I was attempting to do
trying.
was at least go and make him hold still.
You all see Oberon as he gets up out of the water, visibly pissed off. Okay. I've had enough. As you see him hold his arms out, and you see all of the trees within the general vicinity, all of their branches just jut out and kebab him as he's sitting there.
Pin-cushioned.
Are we sure that isn't going to heal him, though?
I need to roll for those.
That was a lot of clatter.
Yes, it was, because that's a lot of trees.
That are also made of life
That
force.
is, goddamn, that's a 68 damage.
68. Not bad. So, just
Yeah, some of them
hypothesizing
do.
here, Nab, is if he can put the life force in the trees to grow them out, he could then leave them as dead wood.
Which means there's not going to be anything left for him to
You
drink.
all see as the trees have. You notice that each one of the trees has that green glow start going over toward them as it starts to spread down the roots of the trees and into the earth. As it begins to climb up some of the other trees, as you all see, Oberon is visibly shaken by this. As he looks over to you all, this is what happened the last time that I tried to fight him.
Something tells me he kind of spreads through plant life and anything living.
We
He's
need
an
to get that
infection.
axe away.
Yeah.
Find Noruna.
Norina, the unicorn. Yes. We last saw her at the lake near Baba Yaga's house.
The Well of Tears.
Yes.
Fine. Are you all good to handle this for right now?
We've
We
got
can buy
these
some
two.
time.
We can get it going.
As he disappears through a portal.
Too bad he didn't take Naphion with.
Yeah.
Let's just leave that alone for now.
Naphion will be as fine as he's going to be,
I would say
whether
that
he's
that
here
would
or
be,
elsewhere.
That would be a hilarious, like, anime-inspired moment. Like, Moxie says, too bad he didn't take Naphion with him. And then portal opens, hand reaches out, grabs him, pulls him by the neck, and portal closes.
You all see as his nose and mouth detach upward as it starts to grow outward, as it clamps down with the lower half, as you see rows of enlarged massive fangs fill his mouth. I'm glad that the spell worked.
Spell? What spell?
All right. Technique.
As my shoulder turret takes a moment to get ready.
Well,
Everybody say hi to Trollia.
Hi, Tralia.
Hi.
How you doing?
We miss you. We hope you get to feeling better.
She said, yeah.
All right, I am going
I'll
to.
translate. She said, I miss you. That's translation.
I am going to fire crossbows. Crossbow bolts.
Cry havoc and fire into the breach.
All right, well that one's a miss unless his AC is 9.
No. Yeah, definitely not. That missed.
And I'm gonna hold action. For
All
my
right.
second.
Kai.
Okay. Well, he doesn't respond well to wood, but I have something. I have a forged iron quarterstaff, so let me try that. I'm going to rush him and attack him with my quarterstaff. First one is 16 to hit.
That does
Where?
not hit, actually.
Oh, damn. Okay. Second attack. 18 plus 26 to hit.
That does hit.
Yay! D8 for damage, and we got 2 plus 6. 6 damage plus bonus, monk weapon, unarmed strike, 9 damage. So, what was that? Math. Math, come back to me. Help.
Excuse me.
8 plus 9, 17. There we go.
Nab.
As you all
Right.
see Kai.
That's some dangerous thinking, son.
Oh, come on, it's a thought.
Try it if you want, man.
Oh, I'm not saying I want to.
Oh.
It was just a. Oh, I wonder what would happen.
It's a thought, though.
It is. Actually, Morgul has a lot of them.
Yeah, I technically do.
Morgul is certainly
You all-
determined.
See Mama Yaga as she begins to cast a spell. As you see,
Baba Yaga got bound.
what is happening here? You notice that Tasha, you see her
Oh shit!
as you notice a golden thread that is wrapped
Oh, shit.
around each of them. What is going on?
Sisters. Is
They're
it
As
back.
you
sisters?
hear,
Ah, fuck.
These bitches.
Kai,
give me a second.
launch me at Baba Yaga. If I can touch her, I can cast Freedom of Movement on her.
Okay. If he'll let
It
me do that.
negates any spells and other magical effects.
Oh, heck.
They're all here.
Well, the 3 cloud farts of doom have
Well.
circled overhead.
Seemed this was gonna happen anyways.
So sorry about your house.
Don't even
Wasn't
bother.
our fault technically, but
Yeah,
either
no.
way.
It was kind of your fault.
Face.
No.
Sleepy. Look at this sleepy.
Somebody's not, but demanded to be in here anyway.
Azzy.
Yep.
Azzy is just going
Leon,
to
if you tried that
here.
and it works,
Azzy's just gonna end up staying with y'all.
I mean, no, we
Does
pretty well
everybody
settled on
can
that.
everybody see?
Yes.
Yep.
yep.
I wish we could take Azzy off your hands, but we can't.
Fine.
Well, no, I want another fur baby, but I can't have one right now.
So, it is come to pass. You've fallen right into our trap.
Your trap involved destroying your sister's house?
Listen, that was not the part of the plan.
Are you
But
sure?
you
It
thought it
seems
was
like
funny.
it.
Sounds like it was.
Lorna goes over. You see her giant floating lily pad go right over to Skabatha, and she says, "Serves you right."
See? I told you, they make fun of you.
You
Mhm.
let children destroy your home. As you see her take one of the body parts that's on the ground of one of her dolls and smack Bab Lorna.
It wasn't even us. It was the fly thing.
It was her own
Collateral
fault.
damage. You see Baba Yaga say, "Girls, Mama is not happy. Release me at once before I show you why they've given me so many names over the ages." Sorry, Mommy dearest, but we cannot do that. You see, our lovely sister over at the Palace of Heart's Desire, we're using something of hers that is going to help us with you.
Can I use what's left of my movement in this turn to move closer and hurl Mick toward Baba Yaga?
Sure.
You
may
have an
try.
action held.
Yeah.
Reaction. Tree Razor.
Well, I
As
rolled an
yours.
18.
He rolled a 19.
Dang, I have no bonus? What would I put on that anyway? Would it be acrobatics? No. Dex?
I mean, it would.
Anything?
He would activate his effect of whatever he's about to do to you, Kai. It's just you throw it at the same time.
Fair enough.
As he, with his hands that you see now are much larger, as he grasps around Kai's waist and holds him aloft. As Kai, you start to feel some kind of energy flowing through you that is extremely painful.
But did Mick get thrown?
Mick did get thrown.
Fantastic.
As I reach Baba Yaga, I cast Freedom of Movement on her.
Thank you, dear. That was very nice of you. As she pats you on the head and pushes you out of the way.
I'm helpful.
As she goes over to Morgal and she says, "Now, dear, I know that you're fighting with something right now, but what you're fighting with has great power. I'm not telling you to abuse the system, but you got to shake what your mama gave you."
Point taken.
Damn, son.
Just saying. I have a feeling that this is going to get very badly, very quickly. So, anywho, children, as you see her clap her hands, you see all three of the sisters smash together as they, on each of their flying mounts, they eeny, meeny, miny, you! As they say that all in sequence together, as all three of their fingers point at Baba Yaga, and you see this massive Kamehameha blast. Like, full on Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And that's a lot of damage.
Planet
Insert
Buster.
meme here.
It's over 9,000!
Do you have enough dice, DM?
No, I don't. But I'm gonna have to roll a few times.
Oh no.
Holy sweet
Oh
Jesus!
fuck. I really hope Mama Yaga's health bar is plenty long enough.
It better be.
That's 163 damage.
Off of 2 rolls?
Oh, they get to roll 6
With
dice.
advantage?
With advantage and lair actions because of Scabatha. Right now.
Does it really count as a lair even though it's half destroyed?
Yeah,
It's fully destroyed.
it's still her lair. This is still her land.
Mm.
She has
As
magic
you see
here.
the blast hit Baba Yaga, you see Baba Yaga with seared flesh on her as she. Well, that's new. I did not teach them that. That hurt.
It's safe to say they've learned a lot in the time.
Morgal,
They've been
They'd be ready
it
for
is your
anything.
turn, my friend.
All right.
Hi, you take from Tree Razor right now as he starts to squeeze you. That's 16 damage. As he.
Ow.
With the thing I just said to Mama Yaga, I want to cast Bless on her and any other ally within 30 feet.
Okay.
That counts for most of us except Kai.
Yep.
So, I'm going to make my
That's,
roll for the wisdom thing too. At that point, so.
That's a d4 that you add on to every attack and saving roll.
That's a good thing right now. Give me a moment. Let's see how this goes. God, I love this dice. Okay. So let's see. Altogether, that is 23 on that wisdom check for that save on there for that for the persistent
pass.
condition.
You pass.
Morgal,
Roll
what
a
kind of-
d4, please.
Yep, can do.
Just a d4.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Yep.
You are currently disturbed. You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against any dread saves DC as you move closer to your source of dread in this current moment.
Okay. So, the reason I'm mostly doing this is because Morgul is going to take Baba Yaga's words to heart. Alright. Lay it on me.
You need to
Morgul's
tell
about
me
to
what
lose
you're
his
trying
mind.
to do.
He's essentially trying to communicate with the thing that's talking to him. He's not entirely sure it's Cthulhu.
I have Draxus's knife.
Yes, yes you do.
Show me what you can do. Come on.
Can I have a free trial of your superpowers?
I
I don't think they offer free trials. I'm pretty sure that's a no to the free trial, Leon.
Oh, darn.
And that's asking for the credit card number.
That sounded
Oh.
strangely Yiddish.
What would you like to learn from me?
What do you have to teach?
Maybe something specific to the situation.
Your mind.
It's an open book.
Good. Are you willing to sacrifice your body over time
I mean, it's
to the
already kind
great
of.
old one?
You might want to be a bit specific.
The one who sleeps forevermore. The one who lies in the deepest depths of the darkness.
Good. Okay.
The great dreamer.
I think his name rhymes with Pachulu in Floggin.
Cthulhu.
Yeah. I will let you sample his power.
As you all see, Morgal as you see tentacles spew forth from his mouth, and you see his skull crack back, as you see
Oh, great!
what
I'm
looks
summoning
to
a
be-
Shogoth from my stomach.
what looks to be something that is coming out of his throat as... Give me a second.
Oh god, I literally fuck.
Well,
I mean, this is kind of funny because this is the path I was gonna ultimately take when I got to pact level. It's okay.
So,
Well, there you go.
you all see Moxie make some kind of religious sign when she sees this happening.
Do you
Oh,
wish to
goodness.
see the mini?
Yes.
Yes. Do we wish? Yes, we wish.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Is that Morgal now, or is that what came
No.
out of him?
Came out of
like I
me.
said,
God.
This is what came out of Morgal.
That
Blood
looks
Morgal,
like something I saw in Bloodborne.
Moxie, you see, you can tell that this is a lesser star spawn.
No offense, Morgal, you make some ugly babies.
Oh,
So
by the way, this was I painted this.
Nice.
Very
You did a very
lovely.
good job.
This.
Seriously.
I think
So-
it looks
very good
pretty
job.
good.
So Justin, I
Thank you.
remember you said you haven't touched Bloodborne yet, but if you like
I have not.
Elden Ring, if you like Elden Ring and you like Eldritch horrors,
Bloodborne's the way to go. As far as that
Definitely.
goes. It's
Oh, good.
definitely,
yeah.
I'll have to pick it up sometime.
definitely.
It's a lot faster paced combat too.
Oh yes.
Honestly speaking.
Plus the fact that if you get hurt and you immediately damage the enemies back, you heal back the damage you took. That's pretty nice. Is very nice.
As you see this creature,
It's smaller than I thought it would be.
Morgal points over towards Tree Razor.
everyone that is within line of sight, I need you to make madness checks, please.
Does that
Damn it.
include Morgal
Well-
since he vomited this thing?
Yes.
You've all been blessed. Remember that, so add a
Do
d4.
remember.
Am I in
Sorry,
line of
guys.
sight? Like,
Am
I
I
see that it's
within?
behind me. I'm currently held by Tree
Then
Razor.
probably not.
Oh yeah, I'm within. Am I within line of sight of this thing?
I honestly don't
You're
know if-
staring
Okay.
directly at it.
Not another 20. but
I
that's
am,
nice.
because my last action was being
You're right
thrown.
here, Moxie.
That was a 9.
I
20.
have a
24 total.
13 total.
Even Tasha and Miknik, Morgal, Baba Yaga, a bunch of people are going to have to make madness checks.
Does
Well,
Tree Razor make a
All
madness check?
allies have d4s added to their checks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tree
so that-
Razor has to make a madness check too.
That was a
24
total
total.
of 9.
9 for Moxie.
Unless he turns me
13.
towards it, though. With me and his iron grip, I think I'm okay.
Okay, Leon, what'd you roll?
13.
13. Miknik?
What is the bonus for a madness check?
It's
Wisdom saving.
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom? Alright. So
Yep. Thank God for that.
12.
Okay. Everybody, Morgal, what'd you roll?
24.
Okay, that's a D4 for you, bud. Everyone else roll a D10, please.
It's a 1 again.
7.
10.
Oh no, Leon. Oh no.
You rolled a
Oh.
10.
Yes, I'd rolled
Yeah.
a 10.
You might have killed
Okay.
our wizard.
So, Moxie, you right now are imbued with a phobia. Roll a D20.
Well, shit, guys.
Oh, that's a 16. One of the few times I did want to
16.
roll
You are
high.
extremely afraid of large things right now.
Ah, gigantophobia.
Until you roll to get out of the madness, to snap out of the madness, you have disadvantage on anything that you're trying to do related, like rolls wise. But being afraid of large creatures, you are compelled to run in fear from them. And also, you are spooked. Cannot approach the source of your dread. Blah, 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 blah. You have disadvantage on ability checks while the dread source is around.
Am I able to make a check for that next turn, or
When it comes back around, you can roll to try and snap out of the madness. Okay. Mick, what'd you roll again?
7.
A 7 on the D10.
Yeah.
You fall unconscious from overwhelming shock. You must
Oh,
succeed on a Constitution saving throw against whatever the source of your dread's DC is.
Depends on, I guess, the DC of the star spawn question mark.
Yes, it would be.
Good.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Blah, 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 blah. If you
Last time
roll
Morgul
a
takes advice from my-
successful, if you roll successfully against that DC, if you can make a wisdom check, and as long as it is 15 or above, you awaken from your unconscious state, and it reduces your dread level by 1.
Okay, now I have to ask, does
Uh-huh.
halfling bravery play any part of this?
No, this is completely different.
Okay. Worth a shot.
This is
So-
insanity. This is not
On.
you
Fear.
being
Fear.
afraid of something. This is you not being able to comprehend
What
what
just
you
happened?
see.
So
Blah,
the con
blah, blah,
save
blah, blah.
first, right?
Yes.
Well, I doubt it, but that was a 7.
Nope. Nope. Okay. And
Y'all may be losing a healer tonight.
we may be losing Leon too?
Leon, you. So you get a couple. You have erratic behaviors right now. You attack the nearest thing to you, whether it be friend or foe. And you are panicked. You must take the dash action and move away from whatever your source of dread is by the safest available route on each turn, unless there is nowhere to move.
Okay.
So basically, he's dashing around the field, just attacking shit. Whatever is near him.
Which at the moment appears to be a salamander.
No.
Morgul, what have you done?
Be fair.
Well,
I
Let me
took
show you
Mama
what he-
Yagen's advice.
let me show you what he has done. Because the star spawn rolls a crit.
The fuck?
Holy Jeebus. Okay.
Curious
Maybe
what
it
it
was
rolls the
worth it?
crit on.
It looks over to Morgul with a sense of camaraderie / hatred
I mean,
that you start to
understandable.
feel.
That's one
As
hell of a
it-
mix.
It looks at you and it says, you hear in your mind,
What would you like me to do?
End that demon.
you see it put its hands on the ground as you see its tentacles start to writhe around as it looks up to the sky, and you see what looks like a portal that starts to open as you see these black tendrils that shoot down directly at Tree Razor.
That was a lot of dice.
That was a lot of dice.
As it 36 damage.
Oh boy,
Okay,
As it
respectable amount.
not insignificant amount.
Ladies and gentlemen, the spell is complete.
Oh shit.
It's good to be back. Ah.
Well, give me one moment.
And now for the mini that we've all been waiting for.
It's gonna be as tall as the witches, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
No.
probably gonna be a big boy.
Not that big.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
I am gonna have to move some shit.
And all the witches die.
Oh yay! God has intervened. No, God, stop picking me back up.
Just a fucking Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail ending where the just witches get arrested by the cops.
We thank you very sweetly for killing her so neatly.
Let's not have a copyright.
So completely.
No!
Ding
dong, the witches is
Oh wow, that's huge.
Azazel, where are you at? Why are you screaming? Oh, you're right there.
That is a huge mini.
I see
Yes.
something resembling a dragon.
There will be some information forthcoming,
It is a dragon. Well then.
technically.
Okay.
No, not a dragon.
No, that's a demon.
That is it. Okay. Yeah, no.
But
Would
he is
we
the
like to
only-
see the Tree Razor in his true form?
No,
Yes.
never.
We're very familiar with what he looks like in
Yeah, there he is. The animal companion has joined me, so I'm just trying to keep her from screaming anymore.
So, we're fighting a Balor at this point now.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we were fighting a demon beforehand. Now we're fighting a Balor.
Yeah.
The Lord of Decay. Your new master.
As he slams down the massive black axe.
Tree Razor.
Well, this is the final boss fight.
Weep among your living, and weep for all the plant life you see.
As he runs his true axe across the ground, you see all of the plant life in the area start to decay just in his presence alone.
This will be fun.
As you all see right behind you all what looks like a ring of fire.
Oh boy. Is Asmodeus coming to join us?
Oh, finally.
I don't know.
It's sounding like it.
You see hellfire spewing forth from this massive hole. As you see two absurdly long horns come out. As you see, when he starts to come out of the portal, the horns go away and they turn into a helmet. As you see what looks like armor start covering the completely red skin of this creature as he steps out of the portal, and you see the two massive wings that he had behind him turn into a cape along his back that is the fur of 15,000 demons.
I would
a lot of fur.
greatly like to know who exactly summoned Asmodeus,
Oh.
Lord of the Nine
Um,
Hells.
Well, Your Majesty,
yeah.
As you see him spin his trident and slam it on the ground, as you see magma start pouring forth from the earth. That is where we are going to end tonight's session, everybody. I thank you so much for joining us on this fantastic, epic encounter. that
Y'all better
our
be back for the
heroes
next one because it's
have
gonna be
Please.
found
hell.
themselves in.
Literally.
this is gonna be a rager.
Our heroes are surrounded by all of the evils that they have been trying to find within the Feywild, and they're right here. What's going to happen? We're going to get a TPK? Are they going to finally take down the tree raiser? What's going to happen? And why has Lord Asmodeus shown himself within the Feywild? These answers and many more will come to you on the same time, same great place that we bring to you every Friday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope that you all stay happy and healthy. And if you have missed any of the episodes that we have posted, please click
Wrong
them
way,
right
Izzy.
there.
Wrong way, Izzy.
Done that
Tons
way.
of great content for you to enjoy and get all caught up with our next exciting episode of the Crimson Moon Chronicles next Friday, guys. We'll
It
see you then.
might be the last.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.